Hello! Finally made it. Thank you so much, everybody. So sorry, so sorry. So many technical issues here. Um, but I'm here now. I'm so sorry. And I'm here with the fantastic Geof from the GCap Recap. And this is our first attempt over here on this live thing on the Radical Retro Rewind.
Yeah. Every night when you first do this stuff on live stream, on StreamYard, I mean, there's always an issue, but this was we've got it fixed.
Fingers crossed. When it comes to me, you never know. You never know. But I'm so glad to be able to have Geof here today to discuss this. We're just going to test out this whole thing on my end, so the future I can better help Geof when we do one of our lives and see these little comment things and things like that. But ooh, so everybody, I am Radical Ryan Hunter, by the way, if you didn't know, from the Radical Retro Rewind podcast. And Geof, can you tell the people a little about the GCap Recap?
GCap Recap. It's my YouTube channel. It's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag for sure. But now I'm on there. I talk about movies and all kinds of stuff. Most of the time with Ryan. So.
And your blues.
My blues. Yeah, I collect movies. I like talking about movies and yeah. Interview people sometimes.
Oh my god! Matter of fact, you just had a big interview, but you have another big interview very shortly.
I do. I can't wait to announce. I'm very excited.
And for anyone, this man does fantastic interviews, so I'm excited about this.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to do better. So we'll see.
How can you beat natural talent? I dare not even ask. So, what did we say, Geof? We were thinking last night was the Royal Rumble. We usually do wrestling live streams, but the Rumble happened yesterday, which is one of the pay-per-views that you actually, I mean, you kind of left WWE, which I don't blame you. So the Royal, though, it tempts you back, though.
Royal Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view. I love the concept. I like it even more than WrestleMania. I like the concept. So, yeah, it's just one of those ones that's always stuck with me. I'll watch it no matter what. You know, it's just unfortunate. I don't, you know, I know I talk a lot about AEW and that kind of connects with me right now.
Of course.
I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, AEW. And blah, blah. I mean, AEW has its faults. But I watch it and I enjoy it. WWE, you know, I wish it wasn't like that. I don't think it's cool. Like, I don't think I'm like rebelling or like, oh,
not
I don't
watch
WWE anymore. Like, I wish I did. I really wish I did. I wish it did entertain me, but I just figured, you know, I watched the Royal Rumble. So I'm not, you know, so I'm not too far disconnected from what's going on over there. So that's all.
You're right. It's not that you're doing it to hate on the W. It's just that the quality product is not doing it for you. So, I mean, there's only enough, you know, time in a day to watch something. So what are you going to do? You're going to pick and choose what you want to see.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have an alternative like AEW, but man, I wish we were on here talking today about how they're both so good right now. And it stinks. But this is not a Flame Royal Rumble day. This is a recap, I guess, or a rewind. A rewind. It's a Royal Rumble.
It's a recap and a rewind. By the way, we got, look at this.
Hey, who's on?
Al, thank you so much. Thank you, Al and Vanessa, for both being here and sticking in with this. Al, yes, we are here.
We're live, pal.
Thank you so much, Al. Al just had a fantastic video on his own YouTube channel, Alucard. This man, fantastic as always, so knowledgeable about, I want to say a lot of things, but definitely movies. Oh my God. Especially horror movies.
Yes. Al has an amazing collection. I love Al's channel. I always have. Always will. I love Al. Al's a good guy. So
He's a
he has
wonderful.
fantastic content on his channel.
Also, Vanessa said, "Oh yes,
yeah. I mean,
this is sad,
very
but
true.
It is true. It is true.
It's true. It's true.
And it seems like more and more people just want that contract to be, erased, ripped up, or not extended. But oh man, thank you so much, Vanessa and Al, again. And look who it is. It's Star-Lord, another wonderful familiar face with a beautiful icon. Thank you for being here.
Did he do it? Did he update it again?
I think this is the one he had, right? Those colors just, I mean, you can see these neon colors just appeal to me. So Star-Lord, ooh.
He's doing it. You're doing it. I'm doing it. It's definitely the purple action. Purple's where it's at.
That's right. Who needs to be afraid of purple? So Al says,
wrestling.
Yes. Well, I mean,
yeah. Let's talk Rumble. Let's just jump in, right?
So there was highlights, Geof. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all bad. So that's a positive already.
Yep. I did enjoy. I will say this: it started, and Roman Reigns came out, and I'm like, wow, I feel like I've never left. Like they'll, wow. They're still running with this, okay. And then I knew he was fighting Seth Rollins.
Yes.
And then all of us, but I just whatever. So Reigns is in the ring, and you hear Sierra, and he does the whole Shield entrance, and I marked that. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. It got me very into the show. That was very, very well done by the E. Very well done. So I was excited, and that match was awesome. Oh man, I want to see those guys fight again.
You love that Seth Rollins cocky grin that he had that whole time too. That just it eats the scenery, but in the best possible way. It's like, I am a heel. I am a heel.
I feel and Ryan, I feel like when I last watched it, I think he was still. I mean, it's how long it's been. It was the Monday Night Messiah. So I was texting you. I'm like, what's with all the dancing and the prancing? Like, did I miss? Is the new gimmick? Either way, I love Seth Rollins. Like, he killed. Like, he's the best. He's a great heel. Love it.
Doing that Shield thing too, because it brings back the whole Dean Ambrose. Well, we know where Dean is now, but it invokes that. I was wondering if they were going to even mention anything about, Dean Ambrose was part of nothing. Because he was part of the Shield, I think.
I thought they did when they talked about the power bomb through the table. I thought I could have sworn.
You know what? Maybe I
missed it.
Maybe you're right. You might be right. Oh, maybe they did.
Maybe.
Ooh.
I heard
dirty word.
Because I remember when it happened, and I'm like, wait a minute, did he just say Dean Ambrose? Because that's it's not very very Vince-like to do that. So, but he let Mickie James come down to her with her Impact music and her belt. So
that was a shock. That was an absolute shock. And the fact that she lasted as long, I mean, thank God for Mickie, but that she was allowed to do that, came with the belt, and this didn't get thrown right out of the ring as soon as that happened.
Yes. Thank you, Star-Lord.
Thank you, Star-Lord, so much, by the way.
I'm a huge Star-Lord mark. So always have been.
Speak of the devil. Someone we're also huge marks for. /Vision TV.
Not wrong at all. Not wrong at all.
Thank you so much for joining, David.
Yes, thank you, David. Yes, the Reigns and Rollins match was awesome, and then they had to do that bullshit at the end. So, wait, do you want me to curse? Can I curse on the retro? This isn't.
We always end up.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Ryan.
Thank you.
It's not my show. I'm just a co-host. I'm here to.
Listen, you are part of the. You are this. You are the magic behind this. So, thank you.
It was every match. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not a hater. Every match was entertaining. I mean, It went long though, but I don't mind that on a Saturday night because I had shit else to do. It was 16 degrees outside and icy, and I spent 3 hours shoveling. Wasn't about to go anywhere.
And you had just dug your your house out. So no, there was nowhere. Where else would you go? You couldn't escape WWE at that point.
No.
Vanessa, thank you for mentioning this because I missed this whole week of wrestling. I think I was just talking to Geof yesterday about it's on the DVR, but I'll blame my COVID recovery. I'll blame that. Now I'll get back into the swing of things. I'm alive again to catch up on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, we both have been out of the loop. I don't think we've discussed this, right? We've
I've been trying, but I'll tell you 5 out of 10 I end up deleting that DVD, or I'll skim through it very quickly just to make sure I know what's going on. So
yeah,
especially going into a Royal Rumble. So I'm shocked that I didn't get to see it this week. But did you get the feeling? Now this is really random. This is all over the place, but how did you feel about the women's Royal Rumble? I honestly thought it was, oh God, dare I say, it was more entertaining with choices than we got with the men's Royal Rumble.
Oh, the women's Battle Royal was leaps and bounds better than the men's. The men's, I felt, well, I mean, I guess in the way the women's did, but the women's kind of hit it a little bit more because they had a surprise. I want to say the women's match, I haven't been watching either, but I didn't know who was going to win. I didn't know who was the big person. I thought maybe it was Rhea Ripley. I didn't know who was going to main event WrestleMania. Well, as soon as Ronda Rousey's music hit, I went, oh, I'm like, they're going to let her win this, aren't they? And took all the surprise out of it. It took all the surprise out. So
as soon as she came out, it was over. It was over.
Yep. You text that to me. You're like, she's gonna win, and I'm like, yep, this is it. So, and she punched people a couple times, sat on the corner, and then she won. So that's other than that though, Lita still can go.
Yeah, Lita at number 26, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. We had what's it called? We had the Bella twins return, and we actually had a little bit of a little sibling rivalry where it was the women's was well done. The men's match, to finish answering your question, the men's Rumble match was basically a jobber match for Brock Lesnar to come in and throw and tear. And Brock Lesnar's so big he doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. So I'm very confused why he couldn't have just said, "Yo, I got screwed out. I want a shot at Roman Reigns." He doesn't need the Royal Rumble for that, does he? Booking wise, I mean, fantasy booking, like in a writing room, like I feel like they should have let somebody else win just to get a rub, like a nice push.
That would be wonderful, and that's one of the things that the Rumble can do for somebody. Give them a little push.
I'm not laughing.
I see the comments.
Yeah, Summer Rae, who did not look anything like Summer Rae.
Oh.
Kelly, who didn't look anything like Kelly. I was like, are you sure that's them, or is it just people they found?
Summer Rae. I do love being one of my guilty pleasures, total divas. I did love that whole summer with Natalya, kind of their unfinished business just from the reality show.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, and we got Cameron.
We got both Funkadelics.
Yep. Why didn't we get a Funkadactyl reunion, Geof? It was one off from Naomi Trinity coming out.
I wish both the Funkadactyl should have definitely. I mean, even if it was just a quick little, I don't know, something. And Alicia Fox still looks exactly the same. I mean,
yes, she does, and she had that. I mean, I'm so glad to see Alicia back because she had a few issues the last time she was in the ring. Unfortunately, I believe they were saying with under the influence possibly, but I think she's gotten her stuff together, it looks like. So I'm glad that she came out for this. So, but that just shows you again. Okay, so is it lack of the talent that we have on the women's side that we get to have great people come back? Or is it just because on the men's side, we have so much of this roster that we just got basically everyone we see on SmackDown and Raw weekly?
Yeah, well, before you start, before we didn't we, you and I make an agreement we weren't going to talk, we weren't going to put any rumor, going to put any drug or alcohol rumors on anybody unless David's on. So that's like,
oh my gosh,
Ryan, you broke our rule. You know we're not allowed to accuse people of that stuff without David here. Come on, something we started together as a bond, like the Shield. But
that's right. That's right. If anyone missed our Knight Rider thing, our stream, I'll say Knight Rider stream, although it was a random Bible man accusing multiple people of doing drugs, possibly.
It's my most fun time doing a live stream.
It was a character. It was a character.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Matter of fact,
Coke machine. Yes, we kind of went down it's Cappy Hour. It was amazing. I had so much fun on Tuesday, so it was our first time on live streams in a while, and we started to. We just started we started thinking. We were trying to go back into the archives of our memory to see if somebody I think might have or might not have been on coke, and so yeah, we only do that with David though. So David's there, but he's not here, so we can't do that. But in all seriousness, she had like an alcohol thing, right? Like for real. All joking aside.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think she might have last time she was in a ring. I think that she had they got her out because of that. Because that could be. I mean, that's dangerous. Let's face it, for the person and the wrestler. So,
right.
So yes. By the way, David. Yes. There we go. Sean from Knight Rider 2000.
Coke machine. I love it.
And then don't forget it. Bible Man is watching.
Or Super Christian. Right, David? Super Christian. So, but yeah, so no, it's great to see Alicia Fox is back. I always liked her. I always liked Alicia Fox. So.
And Al says, yes, I agree. She does not age, Alicia Fox, and she's tall as I can't even tell you. She must be one of the tallest people back there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's great. I really liked. I was gonna say I really liked when they had. I want to say it was probably like around the Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Zack Ryder, like the whole, like they were making that change was gonna happen, and Alicia Fox. Whatever that era was, the reality era, whatever they call it. But Alicia Fox had this gimmick going to where she was just acting nuts. Like she would just go to ringside and wear Jim Ross's cowboy hat and put her feet up. And she was just acting nuts. And I liked it. I liked where they were going with it. Like she was cutting crazy promos and then it was getting over and it wasn't supposed to. So we pull it away from the viewers. You're not supposed to see that, damn it. You're not supposed to like that. Oh, here comes Kelly.
Oh my God, Kelly.
Or whoever that was in the ring last night, because that did not look like Kelly to me. But,
no,
sure
that happened quite a few times. And yes, Bible Man should have been in the Rumble, and he should have won Al with his.
Could you?
Oh my God! How did I forget the name of his sword already? Was it the light? No, it wasn't the light blade. That's a little close to Star Wars here. No, it was.
Do you want me to look it up?
Please, thank you. I know there was the dark, and it wasn't the dark saber. Oh God, Bible Man! Oh, Bible Man!
If I Google Bible Man sword, do you think something bad's gonna come up on my phone, like something dirty?
There's a possibility. Let's hope not. Let's hope it comes up just with the image of the lightsaber. And
it's wonderful. It's the sword of the spirit.
The sword of... Okay, I was going to say, was it scripture or spirit? Okay. Thank you.
Why
for
do you just
that.
call it the spirit sword?
The spirit sword.
Yeah.
Could it be copyrighted?
Maybe. Do you think Bible Man's really searching copyrights though? Because if they try to get sued, wouldn't they be like, "But this is religious and stuff. This is religious and stuff."
You know what? Actually, yes. That might be it.
This comment here. Okay, I thought it was just me, and I'm like, well, I haven't watched in a while, but why do these all sound like, I don't know, like generic video game? Like what happened to the music? What happened to the Eve's music? It was the best.
I mean, they were always capable of giving that generic song, but no, there are definitely times that the song should stand out. The song should stand out, and these all kind of blurred. And David, I agree with both of you. Alicia Fox, there's some that you're like, oh, okay, of course, when you hear Brie Mode come off, but or something like that. But yeah, some people I'm like, wait, who?
That was a major fan troll, I have to believe, because everyone hated that theme song. Botchamania used to have like a whole thing about it for like an entire like 2 months. They would, people would send in clips to Brie Mode. Like, did you ever see the when Mars Attacks, when they had like the music thing and would cause
God, that caused the aliens at the end to explode. Yes.
So somebody actually did a re-edit, sent that into Botchamania, but put the Brie Mode song in there, and I thought that was hilarious.
Did they use the clip when she was recording it on Total Divas, when she was just like, I know blah 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 blah, and she had no rhythm or anything? It was amazing.
It's a PG company, but they made a whole theme song and gimmick of Brie Mode around her that Brie Mode was when she got really drunk and used to act out, right?
Yes, she was going Brie Mode.
PG, damn it. You get away with that. So,
and Nikki got to keep, of course, the Bella Twins song. So that always helps when you get to keep like and that's a matter of fact, Cameron came out with the Funkadactyls, Somebody Call My Mama. She didn't use her generic song that she had right before. I think it was Girl Bye or something, one of her own songs. But
Girl Bye.
So, I mean, I got to say, we got so many more on the women's end of things. So it didn't disappoint in that end.
No.
There were some names, though, that I heard possibly. I think earlier on I was saying they said Paige was cleared. But honestly, I don't want her to wrestle. I don't want, maybe because I've gone through a neck thing myself and like a neck surgery and things. I feel like if you don't have to do it in your soul that you need to wrestle to be happy, don't do it. Nikki Bella, don't do it.
No. Thank you for
Shawn Michaels.
There's people like me that did like the Bellas. I met Nikki Bella in real life. She was very, very nice. Very, very nice.
I remember that.
Really nice. Really nice. Genuinely nice. Genuinely nice. She's awesome. I think she's always been a fan ever since that date.
Vanessa, I miss the Icons.
I do too. They're in Impact, I believe.
Another great duo that was just Vince broke them up right before they came out and did nothing, and then let's fire them
because they weren't supposed to get over like they were, and I do think they were getting over. They had the belts at one point, right? Right before the end.
You know what I think it is too? I think that Billie Kay was hysterical. She played that heel, but I don't know, something very likable about her, how she would do things.
It's like she had that voice, and it was like, it was supposed to be like, but it worked. It was great. Both of them were great.
Both are fantastic.
Both of them are fantastic.
Of course,
they're iconic, Ryan.
They are. Now they're
fantastic. They're iconic.
Now what are they? They're not iconic. They're
the inspiration.
Oh, there we go. Al,
they won the belts. Oh wow.
See, you leave WWE, and what happens? You get the belt. Damn it. Okay, so Ronda ended up, of course, stealing the Women's Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then that's when the sign went on fire, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
The sign went. You let me know this. The sign went on fire when she pointed to it after she won and set it on fire like she was like a wizard.
I think that was the wrestling gods coming down and saying, no.
Yeah. Well, it's also like the last time she went away too. She went away and then she shit on the fans and then she shit on wrestling in general that this is fake. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I
Like,
mean,
why?
was that part of her? Was she trying to do a gimmick with that?
No. She was mad because I think people were asking her personal questions. Or they're making assumptions that she maybe wanted to go have a family or something and that set her off. But I don't know, man. Wrestling fans are wrestling fans. You make assumptions. That's all.
I mean, she should
It
know
wasn't
this.
a bad one. It wasn't like she has a coke problem, so she had to leave. I mean, she might be wanting to start a family. That's a normal thing. It's okay, whatever.
But I mean, and if she's such a wrestler fan that she said she was, which is what a lot of these people say they are when they come into it. I watched it all my life.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you know that comes with the territory?
Yeah. And you definitely don't use the F word in wrestling either, man. Like, never say fake. I'm like, what? Like, what?
Nope.
Like,
you're right. I think for as tough as she is, she couldn't take it. She couldn't take that. But
I don't know what she was so mad for. I mean, probably because Becky Lynch came in like a whirlwind and like stole her thunder, and like they had to switch tracks. So it happens. Well, it happens. Whatever. I don't know what to say. Look, I mean, when you're somebody like her that makes that kind of money, or like a Brock Lesnar, you can come right in and take that spot back just like that. So I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, I'm gonna take some time off. I'll see you in 3 years. I'm gonna win the Rumble and I'm gonna main event WrestleMania.
That's right. That's right. People do it, but at the same time, she couldn't take
the sign that the gods are displeased. I love that.
That was amazing.
That's great.
And I agree.
Got some zingers tonight. This is great.
This is these gods of champions. Well, guess what? That makes you all of the champions out there. You are our champions. So we get that. Yes. Oh, and by the way, that Stone Cold interview with Becky afterwards, I watched a lot of it.
I did too.
I don't know how far you got, but I wanted to see the part, Geof, where she ended up talking about Charlotte, but I couldn't. It was like almost midnight. I couldn't make past. But does she ever bring up what you saw? The whole that they aren't best friends anymore.
I didn't make it. I didn't make it that far. I probably watched probably about a half hour, maybe. And I started to. My body was feeling it from all that shoveling. I was starting to nod a little bit, and I'm like, I'll watch this tomorrow. But I haven't watched the rest yet. I wanted to make sure I was nice and awake.
Nice and awake, yes. Especially after that shoveling. Oh my God!
I don't want to talk about it. You got it worse than I did up there.
Yeah, we did get it bad. We did get it bad out here. But either way, shoveling is never fun at all.
No. I'm gonna get one of those snow joes. It's like a lawnmower. It's like a snowblower, but it's like a lawnmower or something. I don't know.
Throw it on the people's lawns. Damn it.
Yeah. And I'll tell you this. If I buy this, everyone should thank me because we won't get a snowstorm, at least in the Northeast. We won't get a snowstorm for the next 5 years if I spend money on this contraption. Because that's always how it works, Ryan.
That's right. You spend money, you don't have to use it. So everyone pray that Geof gets one in the new year.
Yeah, and then you guys will never have to worry about snow for 5 years, maybe 3 to 5.
I'll take it. I mean, I want it around Christmas. Does it ever come? No. The week before, the week after. And by the way, Vanessa, yes, maybe possibly.
Yeah, it was like 3 years ago. She's been gone forever. I forgot she was even part of like the WWE. That's why I started reading stuff the day of so I could catch up. And they're like, oh, Ronda Rousey might be there. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, Asuka. And I'm like, oh, Asuka. And no Asuka.
Oh, the Asuka lock. But you're right. Her personality, fake. I agree.
Very true. Very true, Vanessa.
And Al, yes. Oh, damn snow.
I'll say this too. Al mentioned earlier that yes, they need to bring back what's his name? Jim. Oh God. The what's his name? Oh, geez. Scroll up a little bit. If you don't mind. Or I guess I could do it too. I'm gonna be lazy. I forgot I can.
Is it up here?
I think I can control too. Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson does the best themes ever for WWE. And they
I didn't know he left.
Oh yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, is that why?
Thank you, Al. I don't know. It split me. I was like Jim
Acosta.
Yeah, I started thinking every name of Jim except for Johnson. Yeah. Hey, it was awesome. He came up with all those cool themes. So I don't know. Now they do video game music. So
well, you know what? That makes some money there. So
yeah, dude, it's so odd. I remember when AEW first started, their themes were so like weird and crap. You couldn't hear them. Like the audio was too low. And now, I mean, some of their when music hits, you know who's coming out with some of these. I feel like they changed a lot. They changed a lot of themes all the time, which I don't really. Sometimes I like stay with a theme. Like Demolition never changed their theme.
No. Well, why would you mess with classics?
Oh, you can't mess with classics. I love that song. I'll go drive around the neighborhood listening to that song with my windows down. People look at me, I'll be like, "What's up?" You don't like Ash? You don't like Rick Derringer? You don't like Axe and Smash?
You don't like this? You don't like that?
Mr. Fuji?
Oh, well, you could just throw some bath salts as you're passing by, if need be, to remind them that there is a Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, if anybody gives me like a crooked look, Mr. Fuji, I'll throw that salt right in their eyes.
So Rumble, okay. Now let's
Rumble.
Let's think about the other matches that in between the Rumble matches. So we got, oh God, what did we get? We
got Doudrop and Becky Lynch.
Doudrop.
I didn't even know who that was. That Doudrop person. I had no idea who she was.
So, formerly of NXT. Doudrop, whose name was changed when she came up with Eva Marie to be Eva's muscle.
I remember
chaperone. Eva was fired again. Doudrop remains, and somehow she gets this match with Becky Lynch.
And you know Becky, man, she can wrestle with what's that saying about have a good match with a broom.
She can. She really can.
I agree. I'm sorry, Ryan.
This is a Vanessa.
Vanessa's with all these good wrestling things. I love. I do like the Wild thing. That's cool. But his original theme, oh man, that used to when that used to hit, that would get me pumped. It's on my Spotify list. I love it.
And he looks fantastic lately too. Thank God. It seems like
dude, he looks like Dean Ambrose again. Like what? Like he drank from the fountain of youth. I was noticing he was getting heavier or whatever, but I just thought it's in the pandemic. And Renee, he just had Renee was pregnant.
Yes.
What's it called? The sympathy weight or whatever. Like when you
is that what it's called?
Something
is
like
it like
that,
sympathy pains?
No, it's like if I don't know. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. Like I know that's something where it's called. They say like sympathy weight. So like, the guy will eat more too and stuff. So I just figured whatever. I just thought, and he's getting older. But oh my God, when he came out last week. And then somebody had to yell that bullshit at him. That wasn't cool. That was pretty crappy.
That does suck. That does suck. I mean, I'm so glad that he did what he had to do for his family, trying to better himself. So I wish that didn't happen, but I feel like if anyone, hopefully it goes over his head.
Yeah, they're like, get that. What was it? Something like get that drunk piece of trash out of the ring, and I'm like, but he's not drunk. Look at him. He looks great.
And it just goes to show you, damn, what the hell alcohol really does to your body, man.
All the swelling.
So Al is saying yes about Viper.
I thought she impressed me last night in the ring. I mean, for she's not going to be doing her and Karadas or anything, but as a heavy, she was good.
She gets up quicker than Tamina still.
Yep.
Nobody's faster than Tamina, slower than Tamina.
I did not know she was in ICW though. So
yeah, I want to look at more of that too. And look, Vanessa says that Moxley's theme is my ringtone, and he does look great now.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh,
no,
God.
I don't want to get you a strike. I'm sorry.
Strike away, strike away. Strike me down, damn it. No. So what else matches did we get? My God. Okay. We get the
the Miz and
Maurice.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. The Miz and Maurice. What can I say about this match? Maurice has done this a million times when she's come back. Clearly, she doesn't want to wrestle ever again because she does the same exact gimmick of I'm jumping in the ring. Oh, I'm going to roll out. So sick of this. I'm so sick of it. Honestly, I know people, they have their fans. Miz, I've never been a Miz fan. I appreciate him. He's talented to me. I think he seems like a great guy, like at least to fans and everything, but never liked him. I mean, going back to Real World, back to New York, I always had like this, and he used to say, I'm going to be a wrestler. And you know what? Good for him, though. He did it. I don't care for him that much. And I never cared for Maurice.
Yeah.
So I just hate, like, this is exactly like the John Cena, Nikki Bella feud where same thing. Maurice is going to come in, do her, whatever this, not the ura, but her, and just roll out.
Were you doing the hoo? Is that what you were doing?
What is Maurice? She does this, doesn't she? She's like, maybe she's not.
Yeah, this is Titus.
Yeah, Titus.
She does, like, I know what you mean, though. I just thought it was funny. You went hoo. It took me.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's not like.
I just thought of Maurice getting in the ring and doing the Titus. That just made me.
If she would have run into the ring and went underneath, it would have been even better. Hey, Kal-El.
She would have just ran away and not showed her face on TV anymore. You'd be good, right?
Oh, sorry. Let's see. Mrs. Talented. I agree. This is what I was just saying, Kal-El.
How about when what's his name? When Corey Graves called Edge the Edge?
Oh,
I was laughing. Laughing. The commentating was interesting, Ryan.
Yes. I wonder how much Vince was screaming in the ears at that moment for various things.
I don't think Pat McAfee listens to him. I think he
I had a feeling
he's a maniac.
Right?
I mean, he's just screaming the whole time, constantly screaming, saying weird stuff.
I almost get the feeling though a few times that he might have said or something was off because he stopped abruptly a few times, I noticed. So I wonder if Vince or someone was saying something like, "What are you doing, damn it? You got to listen to me exactly what I say." God, but I agree. This was a waste of a feud, I think, with just bringing Maurice in.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then David says,
No. I love the Miz. I don't like the comparisons. They're two totally separate people. You have one who's like a really nice guy who acts like a jerk and is just better at acting like a jerk. And you've got another guy who's like legitimately a jerk, probably just being himself. And MJF, I don't think that's an act, but still good gift of gab.
Oh, I mean, the Miz is so talented. I don't know. I never connected with him.
I would love those two to have a little.
They are actually, I mean, and David, you putting these, I could see, yeah, that would actually be a great match, actually. A good fit.
Yeah, if you just let those two shoot, I think it'd be good.
All right, now what else did we see on this Royal Rumble before we get to the male Royal Rumble? We had
The Brock match, right?
Brock Lesnar.
There wasn't anything else, right? That was it.
Brock. God. And it was just yesterday. This 37-year-old mind is working good. Let's see, Royal Rumble. So we had that match. Now, what do you think about Brock Lesnar's new look?
I like it. I think it's such a great one that they made Otis get rid of his, right? So that they didn't look. I was excited. Listen, I was looking forward to this match because I've been wanting these two to fight forever, and I don't know why the trigger wasn't pulled on this sooner.
This is, of course, versus Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, yep.
Two strong juggernauts of a man against each other.
I want to see them go at it IRL. I'll pay $100 for that pay-per-view.
Oh no. Save your money. No, but actually, you know what? That actually might be a good match, though. But here's the thing. I had a feeling, sure enough, that this match was not going to end with either one of these men actually winning.
In fact, probably about 10 minutes into the match, you called what was going to happen, Ryan. Into which I thought, this is horrible that this is so predictable.
I mean, it really... Yes, exactly, Kel-El. It's so predictable.
Right there. Predictable.
It's insane how predictable this was. And I knew as soon as that happened that then for somehow Brock was going to come back again and it was going to be a rematch for WrestleMania.
Yep. Yeah, and Kyle is right too. He's saying about MVP. Like MVP was a non-factor in the match. He just kind of stood there. It's odd.
And you're right. Yeah, perfect. Yes. Or Heyman. I guess Heyman was waiting for that double heel turn.
How long ago did he leave Roman Reigns? Because I feel like that was very recent, right?
Yes, very recent. Like, and even then, it was still like, no, you are my tribal chief, but Paul Heyman, and it was back and forth. So I never knew. I mean, I guess I should have seen this happening with him too, but I didn't expect the another whammy, a face change.
Mm-hmm.
Face.
Yeah.
All right. So what about the male rumble?
I wouldn't be shocked if that was legitimate too. 3 weeks ago.
Oh, 3 weeks ago, Kel-El said.
Because I watched some kind of clip or something. I can't remember where I saw it, but it was Brock Lesnar acting up right to Bobby Lashley, saying like nobody knows who you are, kind of a thing. And Paul Heyman was in there, and I'm like, oh, so they're back together again. That's okay, cool. I didn't know. I've been out of the loop. So then when I saw this switch, I was like, all right, whatever.
There it goes. There it goes.
Sometimes in wrestling, I just like when people just lose a match. Like there's no trickery. It's just, hey, the better man won tonight.
Amen, right?
Yeah.
I just want two people to last as long as they can. As a matter of fact, those matches that last long and each one gets blows in, bam, bam, bam. You know what? I'm okay with that. If these people were beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
And one took the lead this one time. But no. Oh, it always has to be interference or something like that.
Yep. Interference or 50-50 booking. It's always been like that with WWE. It looks like it hasn't changed. So
thank you so much, Katie, from Popping the Popcorn. Thank you. A little impromptu live stream to try it out with Geof. He always breaks us in. So thank you so much, Katie, for being here. Thank you.
Ryan's got a nicer background though than I do. That's pretty dope. Just gonna give Ryan credit.
He's gonna have a beautiful background too. And thank you so much, Katie. Popping the Popcorn, another channel here on YouTube.
Yes, Katie's very awesome. Part of the Final Girls
of Horror. Yes.
Yes.
And oh yes. And Kal-El.
Yeah, we did. He's right. Yeah, we did.
So true. This
Yeah,
is so true.
I remember
Recycled
that.
over and over and over and over
Wow,
again.
he's right. Kal-El is like, yeah, it was like the exact same thing. Huh.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
So yeah, so okay,
The
so now Brock
Rumble.
Lesnar. So this is what I mean. It would have been really nice just to have Bob. I mean, I know because storylines and all that, but it would have been nice to have Bobby Lashley just win because I mean it's cool that he has the belt, but look, he was like a non-factor in that match. Like it was the turn was the turn and Roman Reigns. Greater than that match, greater than Lashley's win. Now Lashley just looks like a chump who took advantage of. I mean, might as well just giving him a Money in the Bank.
You're right. You're right.
Case and cash in if we were going to go that route, I guess. I don't know. So, and now Brock Lesnar had to go into the Royal Rumble so he can get his rematch. Don't you get a rematch anyway?
It used to be, but now isn't there not guaranteed? I feel like there's not guaranteed rematches anymore. Some crazy thing. Am I wrong? Wait, so Star-Lord, you were there?
Wait, what?
I'm on the highlights.
No, maybe he's watching the highlights. Unless you were there. Were you there,
Star-Lord?
SL7.
I gotta say, does anyone think that she knows her theme song? Does she think it was made for her? That was originally that song is. Does she know that song?
That's Joan Jett, right?
Yeah.
I just thought of something. So Joan Jett has an active song in WWE and AEW. She's making that money because she's got
good for her.
Moxley,
I mean, yeah, good for her. Good for her.
Moxley's Wild theme. Yep. Wow, it's cool. That just hit me right now.
God, please. I hope this doesn't happen. Kal-El with Goldberg. 10 seconds.
No.
Oh God.
No. Let's not hope that happens.
Oh man. So now, before we get into some Boba, we got to talk about this main event. So that was the men's Royal Rumble.
Do we have to?
I mean, honestly, I thought it was one of the. There was good moments. Right? Right?
I mean, like Kofi botched.
Botchamania.
He botched. Yes. He wasn't supposed to go out that fast. You want to hear something funny?
Excuse me.
I saw Kofi Kingston coming out to the ring, and I had to go to the bathroom so bad. And I'm like, all right, so his music hit, and then I ran to the bathroom. By the time I came back, I was hearing the announcer saying Kofi's eliminated, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, no. So I missed what happened. I had to go back on Twitter to see that. Yeah, it's like they throw him out in his feet, or he jumped and his feet at the ground. And it looks like it was the fans that kind of caused that to happen, not really him so much.
I always call him the natty dude. He's the Natalia fan. He's almost like the green shirt guy, and the dude with they always call him his mother, but we don't know if the long-haired guy, if that was his mother.
We only assume.
We just assume that could be his
Just
wife.
like people with coke problems when we have Slash.
Oh my God.
Digitally. Yes. I'm trying to think. What are some of the highlights? Okay, so the
you mentioned that, Geof, right? So just to let everyone know, so evidently that was not supposed to happen.
No. It's confirmed that definitely wasn't supposed to happen. There was all kinds of spots with him and Big E later, like all of it got flushed.
So that actually makes things interesting because how they end up having to evolve the match. But I always look forward to Kofi's, and much like Trinity, Naomi, I always look forward to her doing. They do the same thing with her in the Rumbles, that they do these moves that they're not eliminated. So I look forward to Kofi's moves continuously when he does those things. But
yeah, I do too. I love. That's what I mean. That's why I was like, I ran to the bathroom real fast because I'm like, well, Kofi's going to do his cool stuff, but he's not going to do it right away, and he'll be in there for a while. So I was so shocked. You know, come back a minute later, and he's eliminated. So.
Sadly, I guess until the next Rumble.
I wish Lita would have won. I'd be $150 richer. I was in two pools last night for the men's and women's rumble. So yeah, Rick Boogs. That's what I was just saying. This guy was the flexing.
He was great.
I thought
He
he was
honestly
awesome.
was, and his energy was fantastic too, David.
I was laughing the whole time. I thought that guy was great.
Let's see. Just want to see if we're missing anything down here.
Yeah, we have some knowledgeable people, some wrestling, like highly knowledgeable people about wrestling on here. Who else has been eliminated by what's it called? Accidentally, like so Kofi, that was not supposed to happen. Vince, that one time when he blew out his ACLs when he got in the ring, he blew out both legs. That's because Batista and was it Cena? They both went over and they weren't supposed to. Anybody else know, like, what are some unintentional eliminations? Let us know.
This is the group here that would know it. I feel like we have such a knowledgeable group here. Yep. Okay. Let me just see who else was in this match, because I'm thinking, okay, we got Happy Corbin.
That was the other guy that I was given with my Let's not talk about that. It made me upset. But he's great, because the last time I saw him, he was like a bum on the streets. Bye, Katie.
Thank you so much, Katie, for stopping in. We appreciate it. We're going to talk some Boba Fett later.
Yes. Follow Popping the Popcorn on YouTube and Instagram.
So, okay. Rumble. Damn.
Rumble.
Was there, okay, I'm thinking of names any name that you would have liked to actually have seen come out? Anyone from the past that was besides, I know you love your Jackass, but did we really need Johnny Knoxville?
I don't know. I like Jackass, but I don't want him in the Royal Rumble. I was scared that was going to be my pick.
No, I know. But like, why do we keep getting things like that? Oh, and Bad Bunny, he's evidently becoming a thing now too. So I think it's cool for someone like Bad Bunny, who's a fan, evidently a wrestling fan, but there's so many people from the past.
The Bad Bunny thing, like, I guess here's the problem I have with that. So I give him credit, because he actually looks like he tried to wrestle and he was like serious about it. But how come nobody else in the WWE can do the Destroyer, but they let a musical artist do that?
Only because I think of how popular he is. Did they say he has a number, or he's on tour or something? He's got a #1 something happening now. So,
well, I'm saying why can't anyone else in the WWE do the Destroyer move but him?
I'm thinking it's only just because of that, because Vince was just like, oh well, let him do it. Whatever you want. Yeah,
whatever you want, Mean Rabbit, or whatever your name is.
This bunny can jump, or whatever they were screaming.
Yeah, he had a lot of the big spots of the night, which was weird but remember, Vince is in the entertainment business, not the wrestling business. That's why he was in there.
You're right. You're right. And we did get Shane O'Mac.
Yep. And then Brock Lesnar came in and just threw everybody out, which to me was a little, I was laughing though, because I do like Brock Lesnar, I'll admit. So
Brock.
Everyone hated him for the longest time, and I'm like, yeah, he's a dick and all that, but he's pretty badass. I like his music.
And he looks better than he's ever have, at least. I think that tan and whatever they did to him, he put clothes on. It's terrible, but I agree.
He put clothes on.
David, the NXT, I am surprised too that no one showed up from NXT.
Oh yeah, no one from NXT show. Yeah, the only right, it was Bad Bunny, Shane, Johnny Knoxville. Anybody else?
That was like, oh god,
that was like a current performer. I don't think so, right?
Give us anybody. I would have took anybody else that wasn't currently on the roster.
Yeah.
Dare I say, oh god, anybody. That could be a nightmare, but not Hornswoggle.
No.
Or Ellsworth.
Oof. I don't think he's ever going to be invited back. Ryan, you don't got to worry about that.
He surprised us twice. He came out for two things with Carmella. Even after he was fired, he came out again. Oh God.
Yeah, but didn't he
Oh
have
no, does he have issues too?
I think he has some issues.
We wanted Lita to win too for other reasons.
I would have won mine. She was obviously she wouldn't win, but she definitely made it look good. I mean, she could still go. I was like Lita.
Next year, Al, this is gonna happen. You know how he likes to do his early Hall of Famers.
Listen, if he goes in the celebrity wing, probably one of the most deserving based on like the couple times I've seen him wrestle.
If this is going to be a thing, it seems like he's going to continue to do this. And he had that moment with Rey Mysterio.
Yep. Oh yeah, he set up Rey Mysterio for the.
This would have been great.
Yeah. I was laughing at the. I'm going to see Weeman with a skateboard.
That would have been great if that would have because it looked like Knoxville came out with the crew, right? So
yep.
Shane O'Hack.
I would have been highly entertained if I was there and I saw the sign on fire.
So it said they evacuated the group, but then after that, they seemed like they were. Keep the sign up. Do the pyrotechnics again. Damn it!
I heard it caught on fire twice. I heard it caught on fire again later in the night.
Excuse me. Lingering Omicron. Ooh.
Yeah, Steiner's kid is in NXT.
Yes. Anybody, David. Anybody from
NXT. I wish they would have brought back Scott Steiner. That would have been.
That's actually when I saw Steiner first. I thought of Scott Steiner too. Actually,
he had a Shoney's, right? He was running a Shoney's. It got closed down because of the pandemic. You ever been to Shoney's? You a Shoney's fan, Ryan?
No, I've never been.
It's been, the 90s since I went there. They used to have a pretty slamming buffet.
Are buffets now gone forever?
Can
we say a moment of silence for buffets?
They have to come back. I know in some states they still have them, like Golden Corral.
They do have them. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was after what we went through the last few years. I said, "Oh, there goes buffets. There goes not buffets. The priorities, pandemic." But I'm thinking about buffets.
I love buffets. I love to just not have any limits and just eat, and then I don't know. I miss them. People go, "Where do you want to go for your birthday?" I say, a buffet, since they're like
you get the most for your buck.
You try all kinds of different things. Maybe not anything has to do with seafood. I like to stay away from unless it's fried, like clam casino and stuff. I don't believe in that. That's
I gotta say I can't handle mussels or anything like clams or anything like that, which might be a metaphor for my whole life. Give me a nice piece of fried fish, like a cod or a white fish or something like that. I'm allergic to shrimp too now, Jeff.
No,
I used to be able to. My list of allergies are just climbing. Yeah, even the fry. I remember the last time I had a shrimp. Oh, here's for anything 80s fans. Beverly Goldberg, the Goldbergs. She's famous for making this shrimp parmesan with cheese. So I think a few years ago, they had it was a finale. I said, I'm going to try this shrimp parmesan. Fried shrimp. I made it parm style. I was so sick after that. And then I realized years later, it's because I'm now allergic to shrimp out of nowhere. My levels just
up like
red, itchy throat, stomach issues, much like sesame seeds. That's why I couldn't have those delicious during our Thanksgiving stream.
Let's not forget to tell everybody when
candy
later,
corn.
Let's not that we have to tell everybody what we're doing. So don't we can't forget.
Continued.
To be continued with the McDonald's talk.
And there is a Golden Corral by Al. It's still there.
Lucky. Next time you go, just make another plate and just say this is for GCap. This is Jeff's plate.
You know what?
I love that place. The fried chicken. They have tacos sometimes. Oh, don't get me. I'm getting hungry. Don't get me started.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Shrimp is delicious. I don't know how we get on food, but I guess that's our thing too.
Oh, because Scott Steiner used to own a Shoney's, and then they shut it down. Because of the pandemic, and I feel bad.
And I took that as an opportunity to talk about shrimp.
That sucks, man. I like fried shrimp. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll take pictures as you're inside too. Show us the food.
Would you?
Show us the food.
Yeah, I'm not even joking, bro. Please.
I have to say,
I'm missing.
I don't know about you, Geof, but a casino, one of the thing to visit a casino for me was always the buffets that they have.
Yeah. They're good. The last time I went and had one in Vegas, it was oh my God, it was gigantic. It was all kinds of different flavors. So you had your Asian dishes, you had so that's what I mean. So Chinese and Japanese food. Then you had Indian, then you had American. Whatever that was. And what else? They had different ones, but then I'm just trying to think of the stations. Like they had the taco stations. You get tacos, burritos. I was sick after I ate at this place. I ate so much. Not because of the food quality. It's because I was ziggy piggy.
Well, you got to get your I mean, and it's right in front of you, and it's so tempting just to say, I'm just going to put this on here, right here.
Yeah, it was like $35 too. You're damn right I was going to eat till I got sick. So much for the cheap buffets, right?
I forget. I'd like to see if they come back over here in Connecticut, New York area. I guarantee you it's going to take years before it does.
Yeah.
So, Al, enjoy that buffet. So, I would say 2008, Kel-El. I'll believe it. It seems like good years. Good years.
I'm trying to remember who won that one. 2008. I might not have been heavily invested in wrestling then. Probably. Let me guess. Is it Cena?
Think back. I'm thinking what we got. Miz probably, Ryder, Kingston. I'm thinking about everyone who's was Jack Swagger? Was Swagger there still? Oh my God.
Jack Swagger or Jake Hagar?
Oh. We the people.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when Cesaro was in that too? Where was Cesaro, by the way? I love Cesaro.
Vince doesn't like him, Ryan. He can't stand him.
Give that man a swing. Let him go swinging.
That move was so over.
Of course. So that just makes you not want to be pushed, of course.
Yeah. I remember the Stone Cold podcast, like Vince named him by name, right? Like Cesaro. He's like, what
did it do for me? What did it do for me? Damn it, nothing. Poor Cesaro got his teeth knocked out. Still wrestles. The Swiss cyborg / Superman.
I like Cesaro a lot. I'm a big fan. I
agree. Fantastic wrestler. Seems like a great fun guy. I like his video game streams he does.
Yep.
Okay, we got Randy Orton in of course, and we got his bro.
Yep.
With his flippy flops, not to be confused with Miss Frosty's flappies. This is the team of RK Bro.
Bro. I like that they went after his feet because he didn't have shoes on. He doesn't have wrestling boots or anything. They were attacking his feet. That was interesting. Surprised no one's done that before.
I think that is a thing with him. They love to go for his feet.
Yeah.
Maybe Vince is a little Tarantino back there.
Either that or Vince is letting his foot fetish come out.
Yeah,
why don't they give Cesaro? Well, I mean, Cesaro stays there. He could have left, so I mean that's on him.
Hillary Swank. I believe it. What else is she doing? That's terrible. God forgive me.
Wow. So Schwank is a Shoney's person. Interesting.
And Starla says, I was a kid with my family. It probably was. Maybe after she did the Karate Kid. number.
I would have asked her so many questions about the next Karate Kid. She'd be like, "Do you want to hear about the movie I won Academy Awards for?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm not done. I want to ask you about Michael Ironside." Yeah, I would have had some good questions for her. I always liked Matt Riddle.
I agree.
I'm glad he won you over, Al.
He's likable, even though I don't know. I heard his wife could have been a nightmare and had feuds with said Becky was overweight or so. All the wrestlers, the female wrestlers, look like overweight women or something like that. It was terrible. Yeah. But I guess they squashed the beef. But I think he's fun. I think he's fun at least.
He's fun. He looks like he's having fun, and I give respect to anybody that, I mean, like, seriously, Goldberg almost killed Undertaker at that Saudi Arabia pay-per-view, and Goldberg shouldn't have had that spot. And I love the fact that Matt Riddle came right out and said, like, you know, man, I mean, people is like careers of Goldberg have to end, but he keeps getting, you know, he keeps getting these spots. And then Goldberg, I guess, wanted, you know,
he's got to be the
I dare you to say that to my face. And he's like, okay, like I will. And he did. And nothing, Goldberg didn't hit him or nothing. So
not good on Matt Riddle. Not the Nia Jax. She's always injuring people too. Now she's finally gone.
Yeah, she didn't get picked up anywhere either, huh?
I see her and Mojo Rawley. I don't know if they're roommates, but all they do is make videos together now. TikTok videos on Instagram or something.
Mojo's cut, right? He's not there anymore.
I want to say yes, because if he is, he's one of those backstagers, but I think he was. I have a feeling he was.
As soon as Gronk went back to the Buccaneers, they're like, we don't need you anymore. Bye.
Yeah, we had our connection. Oh, you screwed us. You screwed us. So, should we should we wrap up our section on the Royal Rumble? Our winner of the Rumble. Were you surprised at how the Rumble ended?
No. With Brock Lesnar winning? As soon as his music hit, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna win. He's gonna throw everybody, and he did. He went right in there and just threw everybody out.
Poor Drew. Poor Drew McIntyre.
Would have appreciated more. I wish that would have been a little bit more of a match before
something, Drew, right?
Yeah, because I
give
like
him
Drew.
Something.
I like Drew a lot. I think, and I mean that was, you know, you could hear what Drew was saying to him, like, there's more people around here than last time. I'm gonna kick your butt here. You know, I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And then, 30 seconds later, all right, forget it.
Al says he thinks Nia retired. This is probably for the best.
She retired. I know.
I thought he had a shot for a little while because Corbin actually, I think he's liked by Vince, and he seems to do well in these things for a while. I mean, look how long he was King Corbin, so I thought for sure. 4
eliminations. I was like, wow, like, yeah, Ryan, he really, Corbin really is loved by Vince.
Yeah. I think it's like the whole, I mean, I get it. You want to make these unstoppable wrestlers, but when they become like that level of I'm unbeatable, it's just like, okay, here we go. We know that Bobby Lashley and Brock, it was not going to finish the way. How are we going to get interference so neither one of these men look weak? Yeah.
Sometimes it's okay to look weak. Okay, so when Hangman Adam Page, sorry to go AEW, but when Page defeated Danielson, 1, 2, 3. It wasn't like I don't think Bryan Danielson looks any more weaker. I think it all depends on the match quality you put forward. So
I agree.
I don't know if people forget sometimes that we all know it's scripted, so I don't think anything less of. I wouldn't think anything less of somebody for losing because sometimes that happens. I mean, somebody's got to lose, right? Right? I mean, as long as it's done the right way. So.
Okay. I agree, Vanessa. It is like Groundhog Day, and I think this is part of the fact that Vince is in charge.
I haven't watched WWE in so long, and then as soon as I go back, it was like the exact same thing. Like nothing, like the everything was swervy. I mean, with the endings, like, so I'm like, man, sometimes somebody just take a loss. It's okay. It's fine. Who cares?
Take a loss. Listen, is this one thing gonna really ruin your career?
Yeah. I mean, it was like the Paul Heyman turn was, ooh, you know. Could you imagine if all this, like, Bobby Lashley somehow, like, I don't know, hooked
Lesnar
and it just won the belt? I mean, you want to talk about shock, that I'd be like, whoa, wait, what? Just, you know, that's something that'll get you excited, but whatever. I still agree. We talked about this in the summer. I still think they're prepping for that Disney thing. So
it comes up so many times. I believe it. It fits with what Disney. I mean, they're buying everything else. Why not? Let's have fake Sasha Banks holding baby Yoda Grogu's out in the park. Star-Lord says he's even loved by Vincent Jingleton. Call back to the Christmas special, but he's still fire.
Nice call back there. Thank you, Star-Lord. Appreciate that, buddy. That was good. I don't think he's taken over. I think I don't think so. I mean, I'm with you, but I agree, but I'm saying they blamed, this was like the excuse in NXT couldn't take out AEW. So I think NXT should have stayed on the network and Vince stayed out of it. And I think it would have been, because NXT was hot, really hot for a very long time.
Vanessa, I agree with this. Yes, definitely. The sign catching on fire, yes, was more surprising than the actual show.
I'd like to know when it caught fire the second time. Do you think it was when Brock won?
And the audience, yeah, every time it's like, oh God, it's those who passed before us, the wrestlers that
What if Maurice did her thing and it caught fire?
It's not the ura, but it's the I'm a crab or something.
I'm a crab, or I got crabs. I don't know. I'm not saying she does.
I'm just gonna say
never say something
about
horrible.
Maurice with how she used to scream back in the day. Oh God. She's probably buying another house on that Miz reality show.
Yes. So
something I'm actually very excited. I mean, of course, wrestling. We love this. But both Geof and myself are, much like other people, huge Star Wars fans.
Yes. Now, before anybody that might, if I may, Ryan.
Of course, please.
I just, we don't want anybody to leave if you don't want us to spoil. If you haven't seen it yet, we can, we'll downshift, but.
Yes, I just wanted to throw this up fat right now just to do it, but we won't go into any spoilers yet. We'll give you a warning for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Yes.
So the newest live action series, which took place instead of The Mandalorian this year, is the Book of Boba Fett. What did you think about the whole concept of the show prior to the airing?
I mean, you're talking about the series in general?
Yes, I'm sorry. I should mention of Book of Boba.
Yeah, no, I love the Boba Fett character. He's one of my favorites, like many people. One of my favorites in Star Wars. I was interested in seeing what they were going to do with his show. The Mandalorian, I mean, that set the bar so high. I mean, that show's incredible. So I don't know. I waited, like I told you, I waited because sometimes when I get into these shows, I'd like to binge a little bit.
Of course.
I waited till about the episode 4, and then it hooked me in pretty well. I was surprised to see so many people do not like this show. I was shocked. Bye, Vanessa. Thank you for joining.
Oh, Vanessa. Thank you again for joining and being here.
Thank you for all the input.
Thank you. And thank you for dealing with all the issues. Thank you. Appreciate it greatly. So both Al and Star-Lord, yes, baby Grogu. Oh God, if only. If only. If only. Soon, if Vince has his way, right? We'll probably be seeing that.
Potentially. Potentially we'll be seeing that, yes.
So I'm trying to word this right. What I expected from a Boba Fett show, I got, honestly.
Yeah.
I do see there are issues with the whole thing of, I think it's taking away the mystique of Boba Fett might be one of the issues people have, and the fact that he's not as quote unquote badass as we're thinking of this bounty hunter that's we've had like 40 years to think of every part of this man's life and what we would have wanted. But for a Boba Fett show, this is what I expected to get, especially after that ending with the Mando with the end after credit scene. So we knew the concept was going to be this whole Jabba's, taking over the crime syndicate of Jabba the Hutt. Do you think it's the whole taking away the mystique thing? Is it he's not really a badass? Is it actually seeing Mr. Jango Fett now playing Boba Fett and taking over this role? And I mean, granted, I don't think he's forgive me, I don't think he's a fantastic actor per se. But
I think that works.
Yeah,
Boba Fett is very, and that's how the actor is. He's just, that's it. But to answer your question about the mystique,
mysterious, yes.
What else are you going to do? I mean, you have a property. The show's very well done. I will say this.
Gorgeous.
Same people that did The Mandalorian. I mean, I'll say this. I don't read the comics or anything like that. So when he showed up on Mandalorian, I thought, how the hell did he get out of the Sarlacc? I want to know.
Yes,
I want to know.
Yes.
I mean, mystique me enough, but I'd like to. I mean, what are you going to do with the Boba Fett character? You got to give him, you have to let him know what's going on. We know about the Mandalorian and the armor, and that mythos has really opened up. I want to know about Boba Fett. Okay, then if you don't like if you don't give it a chance, and if you don't like what you're learning about Boba Fett, which is, it's only about what happens after he gets out of the Sarlacc. Forget it. Forget it ever happened. Don't worry about it. But there's some good things happening. I know some people don't like some of the corniness of some of these side characters that are coming in. It didn't really bother me. I'm having a good time. I'm watching a Boba Fett show, and I do. Wait, can we spoil or?
Oh man!
Can I get a drink of water? Can I get my water in?
Oh my God! Yeah, of course.
Well,
why don't we leave this open to our beautiful commenter? I don't want to spoil anything for anybody in and out.
I mean, there's only so much.
When in doubt, blame an Ewok. But sometimes I'll take it. I'll take it over some of the things in the sequel trilogy. But consensus, we could speak general about things. I know we both don't want to spoil anything for anyone who might be catching up. The beautiful balance.
Bless you. I needed that. What's everybody say?
Well, I love this from Al. Blame Ewoks.
Poor Ewoks, man. They'll never live it down. Even though Jar Jar to me is the bottom of anything in the Star Wars, like very annoying. I'm not a big Jar Jar fan. I'm sure not a lot of people are, but I just whatever.
I'll say it again. I'll take the prequels over some of the stuff in the sequels.
Like, maybe like the J.J. Abrams stuff. I thought you meant like Empire and
I'll
stuff.
say
I was
like,
oh,
no, nothing can
I was
touch
like,
I
oh,
feel like nothing
Empire's
can
my
touch the
favorite.
original. Mine too. Nothing can touch the original trilogy, but I'm talking about Ruin Johnson, as I like to call him. Sorry.
Oh, Ryan Johnson, Rowan Johnson. I like that. That's clever. Did you make that up?
No. I think it goes around in around in the Star Wars community
Lie,
sometimes.
claim it.
Nice. I don't think I'm the first. So I can't. But that's how I feel about him. I love this that Al's cat is named Ewok.
The newer not to get off on what we're talking about, but the newer sequels. I like my Star Wars. I like 4, 5, and 6. I like Revenge of the Sith. I enjoy that too.
Yes, definitely the best. I'll Attack of the Clones.
It's got its moments.
I don't know if it's the nostalgia of having Star Wars come back for me, being at that right time, but Episode 1 does hold a lot of nostalgia for me. Yeah. I will say, because I was raised on Star Wars on VHS tape, so getting to see, then I saw the special editions and I went to see, in theaters, of course, before this came out, but having to get to see my first Star Wars in theater, it meant a lot. So I'll always have a place for it.
Yeah.
But
Boba Fett. So the Boba Fett show, I think what I like about, and I'm not really spoiling anything, but what I like about the show is, and I like this formula. I like, there's a show. Do you ever watch Arrow?
Oof, which is in its 20th season right now? No, that might be Flash. No, Flash.
Yeah, Flash is about the
never. I dared not get into another series. I said, oh God.
First 2 series of Arrow are awesome. And the first season's untouchable. I think I could be wrong, but it's more brutal because I think it was supposed to be a Netflix show. Something happened where WB picked it up, and then WB's like, it's a little risque. They gave it a little bit more budget for season 2, but season 1's very good. And I like the formula of, we're here, like the plot has, its timeline of here we are now, here's what's happening. But then there's also the flashbacks of how we got there. And it shows you how Boba Fett escapes the Sarlacc. And then you think he's just going to fly out of the Sarlacc and just, he's back to Boba Fett again and riding around in the Slave 5 and all that. No, there's things that happen and there's a story that goes, so much so that when you do go to the current time, you're almost kind of like, wait, go back. I want to see how this flashback ends. And they're all very good, very emotional. I'd almost say too.
Of course.
Give you some emotions. It's very well done. So I've avoided all spoilers for the show,
which is hard because every time you go online, if the episode's out for an hour, bam, spoiler.
Yeah. And then people do the whole, I can't believe this happened, and I'm like, you just wanted to spoil it. What do you mean you can't believe it? It's Star Wars. It's one of the most unrealistic things. What do you mean you can't? Like, people used to have a Walking Dead, like, I can't believe this person did this. And I'm like, yeah, you can. You can believe it. That's why you wrote it, to spoil it, even though the episode just ended.
Exactly.
Give us a chance.
Exactly.
But I avoided everything. So to my surprise, everyone hates the show, and I don't get it.
I don't get it. I get it.
Mandalorian's so awesome. Like,
I think they expected the Mandalorian, and I get it. There's a lot of flashbacks, but again, how are you going to fill in these things without having a flashback? And this is a way in Star Wars, I think, to do it in the Bantha take.
Right. Well, I have a feeling, my friend, that for you Mandalorian fans, I'll just say this. The last episode of Boba Fett was basically from beginning to end a hidden episode of The Mandalorian with some interesting things that if you were to watch season 3 now, you'd be like, wait, how did that happened? Why did
Yes, you have to watch this to understand.
Yeah, you learn about a lot about the dark saber and what exactly that is, where it came from, who made it. A lot of good stuff happening. A lot of good
Because
stuff.
I don't know about you, Geof, but
it's not a spoiler. He has the dark saber.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He was giving it to him. So you watch Mandalorian, you know he's got the dark saber. But like, what about like what makes it so dark?
I never got into the Clone Wars series as much as some people. So I know they touched on things like about the dark saber and Mandalore and Bo-Katan.
The animated one that used to be on.
Yeah,
cartoon?
that
I didn't
yes.
either.
So, and I know that's, hand in hand Dane Filoni and all this. So I get it. Like, and he brought these characters, the Bo-Katan, which was from that too. So I get it, and Rebels and all these series. But I'm glad that they are giving more into the mythos, because I know about the Darksaber just from reading about Star Wars, lore. You pick up things inadvertently, let's just say, and things like that. And Star Wars podcasts I listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm glad that there is some explanation, and you got to watch this. I mean, you got to watch this whole episode to understand about the Mandalorian, which is smart, because then you have to watch this series, or at least that one episode, to see what's going to happen.
It sounds like we're going to be getting some more Mandalorian-esque things in the rest of in these final 2 episodes, without saying too much.
And Star-Lord, yes, I agree. I think everyone has a different director. Now, each week is a different director, different take.
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez directing, though, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, but he did direct that episode that people seem to hate the most with that here we go, spoilers, not to spoil anything, but that colorful gang, I'll just say, that gang, the speeder gang, and the music in that chase scene, I think, is maybe what makes people feel non-Star Wars-y.
Yeah. But I will say this, though, the last episode, I forgot I was watching Boba Fett.
I think most people did.
Did you not? Were you kind of like,
I think most people did, honestly.
It was so good. It was so good.
And we get to see the replacement for oh my God, which was the Naboo starfighter, which seeing that, oh God, put the spoiler back on. Just that whole let's Mos Eisley, Mos Espa, Tatooine in general holds nostalgia, and that is Star Wars to me. I feel like, I mean, here we go, Jakku in the sequel trilogy with it's a ripoff of Tatooine because people associate deserts with Star Wars.
Yes.
So you don't get much more Star Warsy than Tatooine.
If I have a bone to pick, I would probably say I'd like them to go to like Hoth and some other places too, and like Bespin. Like, besides just Tatooine all the time, the Boba Rangers. Yeah, pretty much. He's talking about our friends on the cycles, right? On the speeders. Yeah.
They all had their colors, so I mean, would you want... Okay, so I get it, and I actually have heard that argument, Geof, that people want to go off planet with this series.
Yeah.
But it is Jabba's palace. It's not going to move. So if he did...
Oh, so gosh. Like, yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like people just saying, well, why are we still... I mean, not saying you, I'm saying in general, people are saying, why are we still on Tatooine? And I'm like, well, that's where he's set up base.
Yeah.
So
I meant Star Wars. Gosh, let me take that back, because I love the fact that we're in Jabba's palace and he has Jabba's palace and all the other cool stuff that comes with the palace. I meant Star Wars in general.
Yes.
I feel like Mandalorian spent a lot of time desert. I mean, they did go to that ice planet with the spiders and stuff, and I thought that was pretty dope. But I just meant in general, like, can we go to Hoth? Can we go back to Endor? Can we go to Bespin? I love Bespin.
Well, I guess technically we go back to Endor in Rise of Sky? Was that Endor? Was that one of the moons of Endor when they?
Yes, but I mean for an extended period of time.
Yeah,
but I would just say this: Bespin and Hoth. I love those places.
I think that what was that place in the Last Jedi? That was totally a Hoth ripoff with that.
Yep.
It's salt, but it's not.
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna
not
say,
snow.
wasn't
It's
it like
salt.
salt or powder or something? It was.
Look, the crystal foxes. Those were cute. I'm okay with creatures in Star Wars because I feel like we always got cute creatures in Star Wars. So I'm okay with cute creatures.
Yes, I
I'm
try
okay
to
with.
I'm sorry.
That might be divide. I might divide people, but I like the porgs still from the Last Jedi. That might be the best thing I like about the Last Jedi is the porgs.
Yes. And I try to be fair too. Like, I don't like to shit on the sequels or the prequels because there's children now that were my age when 4, 5, and 6 came out. And this to them, this might connect to them. This might be their 4, 5, and 6, you know? So it's not, that wasn't meant, those weren't made for me. Those were made for other children, you know, to kind of start that process up again with a great license. I mean, Star Wars is amazing. So I try to say to me, but there's some kids that are probably like, oh man, like I love, you know, in the 90s, I love, you know, I love Attack of the Clones and stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you're younger. There was my wife when she was my girlfriend, went to a family party, and just me being me, I went and bought this Star Wars because he said that I heard he liked Star Wars. Well, I bought something from Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. And when I gave it to him, I mean, he was kind of like a shithead about it. But still, my parents wouldn't have let me do this. He looked, he's like, oh, these are the old people Star Wars. I like the new stuff. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, it was expensive too, Ryan. How dare he? Disrespectful.
I bet you he wants it now.
Yeah, no, if he would have had it, yeah, he probably could have sold it. It was nice. So, but I get it. I mean, I understand. So I'm not the sequels very good for nostalgia, but I don't, you know, there's some kids that are, you know, 4, 5, 6 years old.
Oh my God,
that, and that's Star Wars. Like,
definitely, this is their 1000%. This is their Star Wars. So I love that. I love that there's a Star Wars for every generation. Honestly,
yeah, and there'll probably be something else, you know, in another.
That's the sad
10
part.
years.
We'll never see the end of these series.
No, I'd rather see these series breaking out than I would another movie. I think these are great. If they stay, I mean, Jon Favreau, God bless him. I like him as an actor in general. I always have. But the fact that he's done this with this property, that's amazing.
Well, let's see what Kathleen Kennedy lets him do.
What's that?
Let's see what Kathleen Kennedy allows them to do. Carrying forward. So, did you hear that though? That whole rumor. I mean, not even the Kathleen Kennedy rumor, but that gang that was in, I'll say, I don't know, one of the I want to say the Pikes. I don't know if this is a spoiler. That gang that was attacking the Tuscans.
Yeah.
They wrote KK on, they spray painted KK on the thing. So they said that was, I mean, this is coming from YouTube people, but it makes sense that was Favreau and Filoni's way of saying Star Wars was hijacked because it looked like a moisture farmer.
Mm-hmm.
They're beating up people in like Luke's family in the moisture farmer, and they put KK. How many in Huttonese or something? How many people are KK? I think that was a definite like almost FU to, we know what she's doing. She's hijacked the series.
Well, it's like the, what do you call it? The if our wrestling people are still there, it's like an Impact when they had the something, oh, what is it? The something mafia, and it was BKM. Oh, what is the name of the?
I know what you're that mafia. Oh my God.
I can't remember now, but it's something like that. And I'm like, well, obviously you got to be talking about. I probably think that's probably true. That rumor's probably true.
I mean, what if it wasn't another K? I would have said okay. They started with 1K, but
yeah,
we know what you're doing, Kathleen.
Yeah, I truly love what they've done with Mandalorian. I think it's great, and Boba Fett is different. I don't want to see Mandalorian again. I wanted to see something a little different, but it's still the same kind of thing, like the mood.
They looks like exactly. They took the template besides the flashback, it's the Mandalorian template. So it's not that different. I guess maybe Grogu actually does, as much as we hate to say it, but I have no doubt that that's half of these people that jumped on Star Wars with the Mandalorian. It's because of Grogu. So you're
Yep.
not going to get that.
True.
You're not going to get the Mandalorian levels of that unless you introduce an adorable creature, another adorable. That's, I mean, and then that would be I'm okay with the robots. Let me tell you, the droids.
Yeah.
Give me those droids from Jabba's palace. I'm fine.
Yeah. I will say people not watching the show, Ryan, are missing what I think is probably the second most badass villain. I guess I don't know if you call him a villain. I don't want to say anything too much, but basically heel Chewbacca. I mean, that dude's fucking scary. I mean, if I was a little kid, I'd shit my pants watching that.
Terrifying.
I mean, he's awesome. Oh, what's his name? Kurt, because like the first three letters are silent or something. That's what always throws me off. Like, goes to show you how Kurishtaran or something, or Kershran or something.
I hate to just call him Black K.
Yeah, because that's right. His name isn't that his name? Like Black something? Can I cheat? Can I cheat?
Yes, because this week I ain't gonna know what the hell. But in the meantime, Star-Lord, yes, I love your observations. I can't wait for that series as well. Ahsoka Tano.
Oh fuck.
That her being a gray Jedi.
Black Chrysanthemum.
And here we go. Yep. Look who beat us.
Black.
Thank you, Star-Lord. Black K is not going to cut it.
Can we just call him BK? That's a lot to remember. I'm sure I'm going to forget again in like a minute. I'm going to be like, what's his name again? So he's awesome.
Truly he is. I mean, and the gift that Boba gets from the Hutts.
Yes.
That is absolutely, that alone gave me everything I needed. So
I was so excited. Well, because it's fine. No, Star-Lord, it's all good. He says, but no,
that made us be able to print out to me to say it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good enough. I love that. I love the fact that he has his gift from the Hutts. It's good to see some more Hutts too.
Which I keep saying, I said this to Geof. How is it that we still can't get a Hutt that looks as good as a puppet from 1985, whatever, 3?
Yeah, man. And people need jobs. So I think they should make that thing again and then stick all those people in there like they did last time.
Do you think it's the shadow? People said it's because it's dark in Jabba's palace. I don't buy that. It looked good. I mean, they still can't fix the CGI and the special editions with him. He looks terrible.
Oh, God, when he's like walking with Han Solo, I saw that in the theater, and I was like, get this off the screen. This is horrible. This is horrible. It was nice to see the new dialogue, because there was a person there at one point, but because I've always wanted to see that scene, like the dialogue.
I agree.
But then they put that other, like more health conscious, fitter Hutt.
Was that just because he was supposed to be younger or I guess more movable? He was on the move then. He was still doing racings,
probably because they had Harrison Ford and then they had where this actor was, so they probably had it like blocked off, so you can only put
that original.
If you put the other Jabba, you would be like,
that Jabba that looked like a medieval Little Don.
Little John. I mean, this show's great. We find out about Bib Fortuna, what's happened to him, what happened with the whole Jabba Empire when it falls apart after Jabba's dead. Like, what happens? Who picks up the pieces? Whatever happened to what's his name? Oh God, the little like
Salacious Crumb.
Thank you. I remember it was Crumb. I couldn't remember the Salacious Crumb.
I have one of those from Disney World. The little puppets that their heads move that sit on your shoulder.
Oh, cool.
I think they're called something monkeys. That was my Galaxy's Edge. I said, "Oh, this is what I need to bring home."
You've been to Galaxy's Edge, then? That's where you
didn't get to right when it we left the day that the Falcon was, I think, opening or something. Unfortunately, or something like that. So
I will tell you what, we Jules and I got on that ride. I thought it was the coolest thing because you are in a Millennium Falcon. Do you know what I
Oh,
couldn't? Yeah.
crap! I'm sorry. I said the wrong one. Rise of the Resistance. The Falcon we did go on. Rise of the
Oh, okay.
Resistance we didn't get to. It was the day before they started that. But you had to be on a wait list anyway, so we weren't getting in. But
Yeah, there's some of my friends from Orlando that said like even if I was there and it was open, there's like a 2-week waiting list or something. And this is before the pandemic.
Right. Even
But
to sit in the cantina, it was like you had to go for breakfast, and it was hell. We finally got a breakfast that opened, and it was terrible.
yeah,
But I love the experience of being in the cantina or a cantina.
I love that. I didn't realize I don't know if I said this before, but I in any other live stream, but we went to Galaxy's Edge and we were told we were going to have to like scan and I don't know. We went right in. So there was no list. And we cannot, believe it or not, cannot find the damn Millennium Falcon ride. So I see this employee walking by and I ask her, I'm like, excuse me, I need your help. Where is the Rise of the Falcon or whatever it's called? And the Bounty Hunters Run or Bounty Hunters, whatever it's called, or something like that.
Al just said Smuggler's Run, yeah.
She's like, you don't mean Bounty Hunter. And she grabbed me and she pulled me to the side. I'm like, the fuck is this girl doing? And she's like, you don't mean Bounty, you mean the Adventure Exploratory, saying all this stuff. And I'm like, no, where's the Bounty Hunter ride? Like she's going on. She's like, shh, shh. And then like a stormtrooper comes by and he's like, I'm sorry, miss, is giving you any trouble or whatever? And I'm like, oh, I get what you guys are doing. Okay, so all the actors are acting like this is really I can get down with that. Nobody told me ahead of time. First, I thought like this is very like I found like a very animated person, like a very like bubbly person. But no, she was an actor. She was acting. So, and that's still didn't tell me where the ride was, though. I had to find it on my own.
Oh, see, I was gonna say I had a similar thing, but at least at the end of the day, they showed us because we did the
Smuggler's Run. Yeah, she's like, don't say Smuggler, you meant yeah, and I'm like, no, I said Smuggler's Run. Where is it?
And Al's right there. Very
schedule here.
We had to do the lightsaber building, right? I wanted to do that, so you couldn't say lightsaber. So I'm like, no, wait, because they have it like that because it's supposed to be junk. It's the junk or something like that. You're supposed to call it. Yeah. But I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand, but the appointment's here, and I don't know where this place is. Like, it's like, yes, I understand we're not supposed to break character, but like in the same situation, like, well, I have an appointment. I got to be at this place to build this $200 lightsaber. So if you want it's like at some point you're just like, show me where it is. Yeah, you're like, you gotta. Oh, it's this way, and you can't say that. It's junk here,
Especially when I'm on a park hopper. I'm like, let's go, guys. I got to get over to Epcot soon. I have a date with Test Track. So I'm like, I couldn't get into the cantina, whatever. Rise of the Resistance wasn't open yet.
Which does look beautiful, like Al is saying. It looks gorgeous from the videos. When it's not breaking down, right, Al? It seems like Kylo Ren is always like either the animatronic one breaks down and they have to use the digital screen instead.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like Tower of Terror. Like I think I talked about this on our holiday show. I don't like things that drop. And I heard at the very end, like you drop from the escape pod, and I'm like, how big of a drop is it? Because I can't stand that sensation. I hate it. And you know me, Ryan. I wouldn't call myself a complete wuss, but I can't stand that sensation. And I'm like, how far?
No, the dropping in the stomach is terrible. No, it really is. It's terrible.
Yeah, I just don't like that. Even when I'm on a plane, like I can deal with it, but I don't know. People are like, you're on the plane, it's like the same thing, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know about that. There's something about knowing in the very moment that the Tower of Terror is gonna come out from underneath you and you're gonna be dropping. So I agree. It's a little different.
Yeah. Then I told you my wife's a daredevil. She gets on all these rides. The scarier, the better for her. And every time she gets off Tower of Terror, her hair is all messed up. She's like, oh boy. And I'm like, oh geez. Like, well, that kicked your ass. I don't know. But you've been on it, right, Al? How bad is the drop at the end for somebody that doesn't like rides like me? Free falls. I don't like free falls.
You know what happens? Oh my God. The last time we were there too, unfortunately, I couldn't go on what is it? The Rock and Roller Coaster from Aerosmith.
Aerosmith. Yeah.
Guy got on with a like one of those single riders because with my neck surgery, I couldn't go on anything fun. I had to do like
man,
teacups and things like
Hey,
that. So
there's nothing wrong with the teacups.
oh, classic. But you got to wait 2 hours for teacups and Dumbos. Still, it's ridiculous. Everything when we went, I guess we went at the wrong time. Everything was wait. Star Lord, yeah. Ray breaks down figures.
Oh no, Al, I was talking about the Rise of the Resistance. You said you were on it at the very end when you do the escape pod. I heard you drop. It's like free, like a Tower of Terror, like drop free fall. I just didn't know how bad it was because I am a wuss when it comes to those things.
Maybe the adrenaline though at that moment, you would just be like, I'm escaping from the Resistance.
Oh, I just know myself. I'll be worried. Like I will be so concerned of that at the very end, and I won't enjoy the experience. Like I haven't watched a video to see, and I couldn't tell because it's in the dark.
No, it's right in the dark, right? It's the dark. He's let the
it's
past die.
Really, you don't feel like like nothing. Oh, well, if Al says it, I believe him.
I believe him too.
Not bad.
So that's like going down a hill, almost like a steep hill.
Yeah. Or like on a plane, if you get some turbulence and you, by the time you feel it, you're like, oh, that kind of sucked, but you're okay. Versus like, yeah. I wish I wasn't like that. I can't stand it. I can't stand the sensation. It really hurts me. I don't like it.
I agree. I'm not a.
No, sir. I don't like it.
No, sir. Nope. Rubber nipples.
Battered toast, man. It's like the Pirates drop. Oh, well, shit. I can do that. Okay. Cool.
Yo ho. I love Pirates. Ugh.
And they put Johnny Depp in there now. Like they stuck little animatronics of
I
them
wish
for no reason at all.
Like, I wish they didn't add him in. I mean, I get update the whole thing, but I like the classics.
Yeah, they kept the ride the same, but then they put like his animatronic, like there'll be like a barrel that was never there, and like he comes out of the barrel and goes back in, and I'm like, what are you doing? Are you creeping on people? Like it has nothing to do with anything. Just yeah, I get it.
And he's at the end in his chair. Yo ho ho.
Oh. Yes. Getting crunked. Getting turned.
Getting
cranked. Yeah, I don't the Rise of the Resistance is I will say this, Galaxy Edge is so fantastic.
I agree. I'm force sensitive too.
That hotel, I heard a lot of people are canceling now because it's $2,500 or something.
Did you see what it looked like before they pulled it down? All the promos. Yeah. Oh my god! Yep. I think someone said it perfectly. This is not Star Wars. This is generic space. You know, there's certain things that make things look like Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like, to me, generic white space. Could be Star Trek, could be Stargate. It could be any Star thing, but not Star Wars. And I'm sorry, just a cantina, don't do it. You got to do something more. I mean, I know there's a whole thing, but not for that money. I think they just fired all the actors too, Geof.
That sucks.
I think they said Florida, they're hiring all the people over again for the not the what do they call it? The test or the pre, when they have all the people like the Make-A-Wish kids come and the.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know what you mean. I don't know the
I bet you Al knows.
I love Star Tours. I love Star Tours so much. I get so excited when I get on Star Tours.
Did you ever have a breakdown on you?
No, thankfully.
We had to go to a different vehicle one time on that. It didn't start.
Oh shit.
They're like, "Come and exit off your vehicle. We're gonna go to another store." Okay. Okay. Wasn't C3PO just there? No. Oh no.
I love it. It makes me feel like I'm like 6 years old again. Like, you know, when you're about to leave and you go and then Darth Vader turns around and like grabs your ship or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. And they're about to board you, but then like R2 does a thing that makes him shoot. So it makes him pull out his saber and you can take, I don't know. I get so excited. I love it. I don't care.
And
I love it.
3PO just driving and actually seeing that animatronic one right in front of you. It's great. It really is.
I have yet to ever go into the trench, which kind of sucks.
I think I get this. I get the same ones over and over again all the time too.
Yep.
And there's supposed to be how many different ones now? With even the prequel, the sequels. I always get the same ones, it seems. Yep.
I did last time I didn't complain last time I went because there was no line. So my wife let me go, like, let me go with her or whatever. Because she had other stuff, but I did it 4 times in a row. Let's just say that.
I
That's
would
what I
have did
mean
it
by
too.
let
If you
me,
could just
because-
go right on and off again, yes.
Because if she let me, like, if she wanted to do something 4 times, I would be like, she doesn't like the simulators. She wants to, like, she wants to get on the Tower of Terror and the crazy shit. So we went on it 4 times, and I think maybe the 3rd time I marked out because I got Hoth. I never had Hoth. We actually go after the walkers. It was so cool.
I don't think I've ever. I think I've gotten Coruscant, maybe. And yeah, I never get Hoth. That would be great.
I can't remember all the ones I did, but when I got Hoth, I got so excited. And then I'm like, let me go one more time. And then it was like the repeat of the first one, and it's the it was from The Last Jedi, that planet with those things.
Oh, not the casino planet, was it?
No, the one with the salt.
Oh yes,
we were joking about earlier.
Yes, I got that same thing with that oh my god, I knew the name of it, but the one where Luke projects to with the foxes, right? The
Luke's
crystal
not
fox.
dead. Luke's not dead. Sorry.
That's not my Luke.
No. You don't have to kill anybody. You don't have to kill anybody off. It's good. If he's still alive. Mark Hamill's phenomenal. Dude, I watched Sushi Girl finally today for the first time.
Oh no.
It was really good. It was really good. For $1, my best Dollar Tree blind buy ever. It was a really good movie, Ryan, for real. And Mark Hamill's in it. Sorry, that was the
I was going to say,
segment.
so Mark Hamill's in this, evidently. Okay.
Oh, he hams it up. Mark Hamill's great. I love it. Love the voices he does, and he's more than just Luke.
Yeah, the Joker, and he did Skeletor now, which is too close to his Joker to me, but I'll take it. Nothing beats the original.
Chucky's voice in the remake?
Yes, he did Chucky's voice too.
Did you see that? Al and I'm just trying to think. I don't know if Starler watches a lot of horror movies, but at least with you two, did you see the remake of Child's Play?
No.
I didn't think it was that bad. I think it was that bad.
It's on the list of to eventually watch, but I said, let me not run out. Do or do not. I used to do that in 5th grade.
That was good.
I
don't even want to attempt it. That was so good. I'm not even going to attempt an imitation.
That was my 5th grade board trying to come up with imitations, and no one knew what the hell Star Wars was. Tell me why. So, I mean, we got 2 episodes left of
Two
Book of
episodes
Boba.
left. 2 episodes left.
Al also enjoyed the new Child's Play. I will watch it eventually. It
wasn't what I expected. It was very cool.
I could picture him doing a great sinister voice for Chucky. I think actually I heard a few clips of him as Chucky just to see how it was. So, But do you feel like we are going to have a gigantic finale that's going to blow everyone away, and then people will saying, "Oh, well, I love the Book of Boba"?
There's a lot to wrap in 2 hours because you have to wrap the flashback, which is supposed to be a big. I don't think we're going to get it all.
You think another season?
I think that was planned for more than 1 season, but if people are going to hate on it, I don't know. I guess we might not get it, which would be unfortunate. And when does the new Mandalorian come out? Because there's going to be people that are going to be like, what the hell happened to the spear and all kinds of shit. So they're going to be confused.
If it goes on the timeline, next fall, October, November, December.
I need it now. I don't want.
Well, that was rumors. That was because of Pedro and him not wanting to put the mask on, which I believe. If you're on like the hottest show, I guess why not want to show your face off? But if you sign up to be a character with no helmet, doesn't keep their helmet on. Keeps their helmet on.
He's he's a great actor. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
Parts of it.
Yeah.
Never really got. I know people love it, but
He was one of my favorite characters on there, and he was only on maybe like a handful of episodes. He played Oberyn, and he was a badass, like badass. So I don't want to spoil too much for people. I don't know. I mean, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones at this point, I don't. There's spoilers all over the place in the universe, but
I know even if you're not watching it, you know every character dies, just like The Walking Dead. Like it's continuously. Who could we kill off now, right? So it's that same what is there, a red wedding or something like that? I always heard, oh, the red wedding.
Oh yeah, the red wedding. That happens early on. But he is well, not. I mean, I didn't mean early on. Probably like
it was earlier though. I remember like people going, "Oh, this is the most shocking thing."
I think it was season 3, and he comes into play the next season. He's awesome, but this is why you never showboat. He dies, and he should never use. This is why you don't showboat. First of all, it's not becoming of somebody, but also it can blow up in your face. And it sucked because he was one of the few people that when he died, I was like, oh man, like shit. I like that dude. Like, damn, like I could have seen him be a part of what's it called? To be a part of, when the good guys would finally get their chance, or who was perceived as a good guy in that universe. So when I found out he was going to be Mandalorian, I was like, oh, because he's a phenomenal actor.
Great voice too.
Great voice. And he's behind the mask the whole time. So, but I mean, he can't take the mask off. Listen, he's the only, he got me through Wonder Woman 84.
Geof, I shut it off halfway through. I couldn't take it.
Oh, it's so bad. I
couldn't take it. I want Linda Carter.
Yeah.
I'll take that Wonder Woman any day. I mean, I know it's completely different, but
yeah. Like I didn't even have any beef with the first one, but the second
one. No, the first one was okay. I liked the first one, but this one was, oh no.
It tried to be 80s, but like, I don't know. But
politics, 80s.
Yeah. He was phenomenal, but that's probably what got me through it, because once again, he played a very non-Pedro Pascal kind of role, and I thought he was good. So I like him. And I could see why he would have a problem with not having the mask on, but something happens in episode 5, so maybe we are gonna get it. Maybe we are gonna get a little bit of the on and off now, right?
He's gonna be taking a bath, possibly, and the waters. This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way. What about the child? Well, now Jules is upset because I saw that episode and she loves Mandalorian, but she won't watch Boba Fett. And I said, you need to at least maybe just watch this as a one-off, because I don't want to have to explain stuff later. But it's just funny because now I'm walking around.
Yeah, I think she'll like. But this would be an episode of, like you said, The Mandalorian, right? So this would be like 2.5 for her.
She would. I told her, I go, you would like this episode, and you're going to be a little lost when this starts, because there's certain things you're not, that aren't going to be a part of the series anymore. Like the spear. Spear was a big thing. Right, could block lightsabers. So,
I mean, if he keeps the dark saber, I'm fine. But I liked that spear.
I did too. I wish he had both.
Got to melt it down to make something this big.
Yeah. And I wonder what that is. I wonder what he made, because we didn't get to see what it was that he made for little Grogu.
I guess it wasn't a helmet, but I'm thinking, didn't it look like chains?
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Yeah, that's what I thought. Which would be great for him. Yeah, to have some kind of protection.
But that's like one of those things, like my friends will go buy Flyers jerseys or Eagles jerseys for their babies, and they're like $60-$70. And I'm like, but that's not, they're going to outgrow that in like a couple months.
Yep.
Is that what's going to happen to Grogu and his gift?
I mean, he's maybe, since Yoda's species lives so long, maybe he'll be, I'm sure they're going to milk the little baby of him for as long as they can, right?
Listen, if we see Grogu next time and he's like a teenager and stuff, I'm going to be very upset. I need some more baby years of him. I think we all do.
As long as he leaves before the Jedi temples evidently burned down in the future by Kylo Ren or whatever, I'll be fine. We're assuming, right? He's gonna be reunited with Mando. I'm assuming.
I hope so, because I don't know. Mando looks a little lost without him. He misses the little guy. Mando's very tough, but man, does he love that little baby?
I love that we got that Rhodian kid
Yeah.
in the on the when he's traveling.
Yep.
Oh, man. So 2 more episodes left without
2
getting
more.
into too much spoilers. I guess there's going to be a battle that's coming up.
It's a
which
big
will
battle coming up.
lead into, I'm assuming, Mando season 3.
Mm-hmm. And let me ask you this as a reminder, because I'm just trying to remember, wasn't the last episode of Mandalorian season 2, wasn't it like almost 90 minutes? It was like almost like a movie, right? If I remember correctly. Because
yes,
I don't see how you do 240 something, 30, 40 minute episodes and clean all this up in Boba Fett. You're gonna need an hour, and you're gonna need an hour and a half. But I don't know. We'll see.
And supposedly rumors of familiar faces possibly coming back.
Yes. There's so much we should do this. We should do I'm sure lots of other people do this, right? We should do weekly recaps of the episodes.
It's like the Walking Dead Talking Dead. Like the after show.
Well, just there's only 2 episodes left.
Talking Boba.
Just to see if there's any, because I think the show's cool. It's not, Mandalorian's obviously better. I'm not going to deny that, but I don't know, it's a different show too. It's the same, but it's different.
Misa.
Misa,
that, very excited for this.
Oh God, Misa.
I feel bad for the actor though, that evidently it really affected him to the point that,
what happened?
Oh, is it Ahmad Best? Ahmad Best said he, back in the day, like he was so hated by people that I believe, please, don't quote me. I don't want to put words, but I think
he had the coke problem, right?
No coke.
I told you, David's not on here, Ryan.
No coke, but suicidal from it, being that hated from the internet.
Wait a minute, he didn't kill himself, did he?
No, he's married to
God.
This woman, Rocky, that I used to do like exercises by this woman.
But nobody would be. I wouldn't. It's the freaking stupid character. It's not. It has nothing to do with.
How people are, how they treat people.
That's true. Yeah, somebody's gonna go. Jar Jar's. I see what you're saying. I was gonna say I have no problem with the actor.
It's like the kid that Jake Lord that played Anakin, or Hayden Christensen. Therefore, you get now Hayden. Oh, he's coming back for Solo, but everyone hated him a few years ago. How it's terrible.
Wait, Hayden's getting his own show,
Solo,
right?
Oh my God, excuse me, Solo for they said Obi-Wan he's signed on.
Obi-Wan. Yeah.
Sorry.
When is that coming out? Are we going to get that or what?
I think was it Star-Lord or Al said earlier that Endor is the next series that is coming out from Rogue One spinoff.
Okay.
So I don't know, but I think it's coming 2020. So that's this year, right? 2022 summer.
Yeah. We're in 2022, so hopefully it'll come this year. Maybe we'll get that and Mandalorian right after that.
That would be the best thing.
Oh, Solo? Dude, Solo was good, man.
I agree.
I love
it. So much hate. I get it, maybe in the sense that, okay, you showed us how you got the millennium, but that's what we wanted.
It's a Ron Howard movie. It's not a bad movie. Ron Howard doesn't make bad films. Sorry. Ron Howard's a hell of a director. Great actor, hell of a director.
Plus, didn't they end up filming over half of it? Because Lord and Miller, or Lord of that duo of directors, Kathleen Kennedy fired them, and they said it was like a comedy, and then he had to come in and refilm everything again.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. That would be par for the course. I thought it was going to be very. I think I said this in my haul review when I found it for $5 and I got all excited. I think what happened was Last Jedi came out, everyone hated it, everyone was getting too much Star Wars.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, what comes out next? A couple months later, Solo, and everyone was already ready to, get angry about it before it even came out. And I'm like, well, my concern was, is this guy going to be passable for Han Solo? And I think he did a good job.
I got over that too.
Yep. That was a concern. And Chewbacca. I was worried we weren't going to get Chewbacca till the end. And we got Chewbacca early. And I'm happy because I love Chewbacca.
We needed him.
We needed Chewbacca.
Anthony's Nest and all that. I could take a leap. But I liked the general, and I liked that whole thing that we were going to get with the Crimson Dawn, which I thought was going to tie into this, but I guess not. I thought for sure that syndicate was going to be around still, but maybe it will be. Maybe that's season 2.
Yeah. I mean, Solo got left on such a nasty cliffhanger. That sucked. We're not going to ever. That's too bad.
Maybe in a potential series. You never know.
Oh man, if they got the guy to come back and do a solo series, that would be awesome. But they probably won't touch it because of the movie. People would hope maybe they give it a chance. Maybe call it something else.
They
Chewbacca
already, yeah. The Star Wars Holiday Special.
I will say one thing. My parents always tell me the story. When I was a little kid, they took me to see Star Wars. My dad's good friend at work went and saw it beforehand. And he's like, is there anything that's going to scare my son or anything? And he says, well, you got to watch out because there's this, Chewbacca, and he like roars at the screen, his teeth and stuff. And so they were really worried. And my parents thought it was so funny because when the movie ended, I was Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. Chewbacca, Chewie, 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 Chewie. That's all I said. Chewie, Chewie. I don't remember this, but I love Chewbacca, Chewie, Chewie, Chewie. They got me a Chewie toy and everything. And they're like, geez, we were scared to death. Yeah, you love Chewbacca. I will say this, if a little kid watches Boba Fett.
No, this is not lovable Chewbacca for sure.
This would horrify me as a child. It would scar me. He's nasty. He's mean looking. He's mean.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I feel like Chewie's one of those characters kids just know. Yeah. Feel it, right? It's just one of those characters that has heart.
Yeah, I mean, I have there's like it's that Denny's had that promotion for Solo.
Oh yeah, with the Sabak card, Sabak. Where that is that what it was? They had different cards like based on that card game.
I don't know about that. I just remember that they had there's these cups, and you it's a special collector's one, and it has a Millennium Falcon on top of it as a lid. But I needed to own it because Chewbacca's on it.
Oh my god, how cute is that? So do they have him like in the Millennium Falcon too?
Yeah, let me show it. It's literally right here. That's what I was looking at off screen.
Let's see what GCap brings out for us. And I agree, Star-Lord. I believed it was young Lando and young Solo. So.
No, Ryan, sorry. I just got to be careful because if not, I'll knock this over.
Oh, no.
And trust me, it's worth it. So, oh shit. Oh, there we
Should
go.
we do this for this? Oh, zoom right in on it.
How can I
was trying to zoom in on your.
So here is the cup. Oops.
Oh, I see Chewie.
See, and it has the Millennium Falcon. I kept it from the Solo.
Amen. I would have kept that too.
I love it. I haven't had. I don't know exactly where this is at now, but I'll find it maybe for a future Star Wars thing. I actually asked the person if I could take the menu because they had special menu for that. I mean, they went all out with this promotion. Like, I can't believe
they did have a special with like wasn't it like rock pop rock stuff too that would pop in your mouth.
Yep. They had
moons over It was something Moons of Endor.
Yeah, it moves over Endor or something like that. But they had Chewbacca on the front of it, and it was like a solo thing. And I'm like, can I keep this? And they're like, I was gonna pay, and they're like, just take it. I'm like, all right. Probably less for them to clean up. I thought I had it nearby, but I'll save it for next time. Oh, do you want to see what my here? This is on topic. Oh my god, I forgot I even had this. You know,
Really,
I love my family, and sometimes they'll just send me random things that they'll find. And I was telling them how much I loved Mandalorian when I first watched it. They sent this to me last year. I guess it's a little apropos because it's Valentine's Day, but Mandalorian, this is from like last year. So it's Mandalorian Valentine's. I think there's a little baby Grogu on there.
Oh, that is cute.
I just kept them. I mean, because I was like,
why not?
thanks.
You can you have it as part of your collection now. Believe me, you should. God, the crap I've saved from Star Wars.
They're called friendship exchange cards, and they come with strawberry lollipops. I'll see how much this is worth. If this isn't worth a piss, Ryan, you might be getting a Valentine's Day for me. With a lollipop.
I was gonna say, yeah, check to see if there was like a rush on Mando Valentine's. You never know. You could be sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah, it's a
that's the Grogu edition, the baby Grogu.
The Grogu. I mean, you always see in my video the
Didn't you get something from a game too? One of the like they had a Star Wars night.
Yeah, Star Wars night. So this is it's the pitcher Aaron Nola, and they put him on Solo. So it's Star Wars night. So when you go there, there's people dressed like Chewbacca and stormtroopers, and they have a giveaway and they play all the sound effects from the movie. It's very cool. UCF does something like this too. They have a space game, and since they have a relationship with Disney, they're allowed to use like the hyperdrive, the what's it called? Lightspeed, Jesus, Lightspeed, and they use all this stuff, and they have stuff at the game, so it's very cool. But
it is really cool.
Yeah, I kept it. That's what I mean, man. They thought this was going to be the next big thing, and I think they were right. But I don't think the people.
I know there's Rose Tico's and Jyn Erso's from Rogue One still sitting on those shelves. I know in the store.
Oh.
Oh God!
Surprised how much Star Wars stuff I have, but yeah, my parents sent that to me to be nice. The Valentines, and
you're never too old to have something from your parents. I think
no. God bless them.
You're always a baby. You're always your parents' babies. So that's how I say, and I'm proud of it. Damn it!
So I'll always say everything. My dad was like, he'll say things too, because my dad could like make a lot of things. And I love Star Wars so much when I was a little kid. They didn't make lightsabers like you can get nowadays. So what my dad is he took this, he took not a PVC pipe, but it was something he bought. It was see-through, but it was plastic. He made me 3 of them. And you took this flashlight piece or whatever, and he hooked it up and got this look legit. And I used to hit it on stuff so it never broke. But like if you turned on the light, the thing went green. So he made me a green one and a red one and a blue one. Yeah. So my dad's like, they don't make lightsabers. And I'm like,
not like that.
That sucks.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. He bought me Han's gun for, I think like Easter or something. And it was cool, but I'm like, man, lightsaber. And my dad made this for me. And yeah, so my poor sister, I would throw into her and I'd be like, defend yourself. I'm like, my stuff.
I would have loved. That is fun. That is amazing.
Nowadays they got him that does the woo and if I was a kid, that show Droids. Do you remember that series?
Yes, with Ewoks too.
Yes, I had to have like a major dental surgery thing done, and my mom was like, "If you do this and just not complain or whatever," because I didn't like going to the dentist. I will buy that for you. And it looked like a real lightsaber. And when you pressed it, the thing that came out of it was only like that big. It wasn't like a full lightsaber, but it was still cool because it actually looked like a lightsaber and it made noises and it was green. So it was almost like a light dagger, I would say. But I wish I would have hung on to that thing. That thing was cool.
It might have broke even too. I feel like half the stuff that I didn't hang on to must have snapped, broke, snap, crackle, popped.
I want to see what else you have in your parents' basement from Star Wars.
Oh my God. I was almost embarrassed, Jeff. I found this box of from starting from episode 1 through 3 when I was able to collect talk about menus and shit. I found so many boxes of cereals, granola bars that I just folded down because it had M&M bags. I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know if I want to show this. Looks like I was a hoarder.
Yeah.
It was in this box that I had with Star Wars stuff, but oh my, that might come soon if I work up my if I work up to it. Oh wait, that's old. Sorry.
I heard you the first time, David.
I was like, Slash edition. What the hell did I just hit?
He forgot to take a Vanessa dinner pic for y'all. What did you have?
Was it with
Vanessa?
Was it at a buffet?
Wait, Vanessa. That was what was on earlier. Vanessa Epcot. I remember it was Golden Corral. Golden Corral.
Did she say she took a picture in her thing? Darn it. I'm trying to go back to see.
Ryan and I are all hooked up now, so this has been great that I can actually this is why I've been so conscientious of the comments now, it's this is a little aside.
Now I'll remember that.
Wait,
was Vanessa Epcot your wife?
This is why I'm getting confused. I thought maybe you put the wrong. Wait a minute. So Vanessa Epcot, the very, very knowledgeable wrestling fan. That's her. That's your wife. I didn't know that.
Thank her, please.
Or is it just a coincidence that her name is Vanessa? What if there was somebody on here called Juliana Magic Kingdom? And then I'm talking about my wife, Juliana, and I was like, oh, no, it's just a coincidence. So I don't want to assume.
In the meantime,
we only make assumptions when David's on. Remember,
it's about drugs.
About drugs.
We would like to see this. I would like to see this for the Royal Rumble.
All right.
And yes, Vanessa Epcot is his wife. Thank you. Well, thank you, please, again to Vanessa, your wife, Al, for coming on to this too. Yeah. Thank you, the both of you.
That's cool.
I'm imagining you sitting in separate rooms saying, "We're on this damn thing."
We were sitting there. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Thank you.
Well, it all makes sense.
Well, I hope the dinner's good. I'm starving too.
And T Betty is related to you too, right? Didn't we learn this last time?
This is a small
world
after all.
I could swear he said that, and then I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Is T Betty your cousin
or something? Because remember, I started singing that, and then I was like, "Oh, I'm like,
oh, T Betty,"
and she loved it. She got my humor. That made me happy.
Well, I mean, should we start wrapping it up? It's been 2 hours. We wanted to do a little test, or
It's his aunt.
Your aunt.
I told you. Well, I didn't tell you.
Al, you are amazing. You and your whole family is amazing.
Yeah. Alucard's family is awesome. Great supporters.
So speak of the devil, why don't we say, Al, for anyone who's rewatching this in the future, Al's fantastic YouTube and horror knowledge.
Yes. Al's an amazing person with amazing content on his channel. People are yes, people know. But I'm telling you just in case you don't.
We have Star-Lord.
Oh yeah, the greatest editor in the galaxy.
Always another person who's supported us doing these things since the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Let's climb up the ranks here. Yeah. We got the fantastic David from Slash Vision. He's not on YouTube yet.
No.
But He is on podcasting apparatuses and Instagram. Love what he does. We just did one with him recently. Can't say enough about David and his podcast.
Oh, his podcast is really funny. It's really good.
We have Kal-El Daly, who is also here on YouTube and Instagram. Kal-El just put up a video on the Rugrats full series, which I love. And let's give a shout out to Vanessa Epcot again, just because. Thank you so much. I want to make sure we didn't miss any. Oh, yes, we have Katie from Popping the Popcorn and the Final Girls of Horror. Also, thank you so much for stopping by. Popping the Popcorn, she is on here, as well as Instagram and podcasting apparatuses, as I call it, with Popping the Popcorn. And who else do we got? Well, we got the GCap, but Al did say he gets his whole family involved. Sorry, I'm going back and forth like a crazy person.
I get my whole family involved. Oh, Al does. I wasn't looking at the. Can I have some plugs?
Of course, this is your time.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if you were still saying something. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I was actually going to say, please subscribe to GCap Recap.
Oh yes, please subscribe to my channel, please. I wanted to say for those of you who are interested in our channel and our collaborations that we are going to be doing more Cappy hours with David, and I think the next one we're going to do is No Retreat, No Surrender, or Bible Man. So we're going to flip a coin, but we're going to cover both of them at some point. Also, we still have, I know we keep teasing this, but Ryan and I got sick and we had to delay it and all that stuff. And I got sick. Everybody was sick throughout the holidays. We were going to do the Jaw cereal. That's going to happen very soon.
Yes.
Want to make sure Ryan can taste it. Yeah. Make sure
one day I'll be able. No, we're going to do that really, even if I can't taste at some point, because it's been coming so long. But the idea is to taste. But we're excited, and I can't wait to be able to experience this.
And then lots of people have been. I don't know about Ryan, probably Ryan too, but lots of people have been hitting me up. By lots, I mean maybe like 6 or 7, to let me know about these McDonald's hack menus that start tomorrow, I believe, Ryan. And it's basically where they just. I mean. You all see me pig out before on McDonald's. I'll eat like 2 or 3 different things that they have all at once. But somebody at McDonald's in marketing had the idea of taking things and making like their own sandwiches. So people have been sending this to me because we're the McDonald's people now, Ryan. So we got mukbang and street cred.
And mayo.
Yes. And I've accepted mayo back into my life. So this is good. But Ryan and I thought maybe we'd go buy one of the hacks, right? And then make our own hacks. Because you remember, I did the thing with the cheese on the. Well, there's other things I like, to
There's
do.
More than McRibs, damn it.
Oh man, I missed the McRib already. I don't think I can wait 10 months, dude. That's too long.
It might not even come back for me. So right. So
I will no. Well, now we have a pipeline going. I'm gonna make sure to get you one. Especially now I found out about expedited shipping. Get you one. So. But I will say this though. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do an eating live.
We will be
because there's a couple of these hacks that look gross. So I was going to get one that was gross.
Land, air, and sea.
I mean, you got to do that one, right? That's like we both got to get land, air, and sea. Yes, it's like chicken burgers and the fish patty that they have all in this. I don't even know how I'm going to get it. I don't even know how we're going to bite down into it, Ryan.
We'll do it.
We'll figure it out, and then we're gonna make our own sandwiches with some other things too. And then we did both, and for your viewing pleasure.
So that is all coming soon. Plus, GCap is always releasing episodes weekly.
Yep.
And he's got some big, exciting things coming up. Not just these in the next few months. So. At this point we're pretty much who's here knows, but anyone else who doesn't know, he has a fantastic channel. So please, if you're watching this later on, please go to GCap's channel and subscribe.
It only takes a second. Just go.
And it means so much. It means so much to
Me
us
too.
to do these videos and things like that. And thank you again for everyone, Al and your lovely wife, for waiting so long in the beginning. Thank you again for all of that. It means so much.
And now I'm going to be doing a watch along with my first watch along. I'm nervous.
Oh yes, Al.
February 12th. I don't know the movie yet or the time, but looking forward to doing anything with Al. Al's a great guy. Love Al. But yeah, hopefully I do well. But we'll see. We got that.
Of course you will. And you got Al. Then the both of your knowledge is just unbeatable.
Yes.
So thank you everyone for joining us for this first stream. Thank you again. It truly means a lot. Please check out these channels that we mentioned and new episodes of the Radical Retro Rewind podcast every Friday of the month, of the week, and the month.
The weekend, the month.
All the time. Thank you again, everyone. Thank you for our 3 listeners and friends and family.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Enjoy. Have a good week.
Bye. Thanks. Did I end broadcast?
You have to press the end broadcast button there.
I didn't end the broadcast.
We're still live, pal. That's all right. We started with technical issues. We end with them. This is great.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Star-Lord. Let's do it again. We will soon.
We will, buddy.
Bye.